What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel for a brand new video. And today I'm going to be reading through One Piece, and the mission here, the goal is to catch up because I've been slacking on my chapters. I've been busy grinding Tekken 8 Season 2, all that good stuff. But I've been kind of slacking on One Piece. The last chapter that I read was chapter 1140. So I think as of right now, today's May 30th, 2025, there's 10 chapters that have been released since then. So I'm going to sit here. And I'm going to read through the entire thing. I'm going to catch up. I'll probably have to get up and do some stretching breaks, whatever the heck. But the goal here is to catch up and just kind of be caught up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to get spoiled. I don't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I like being caught up. Also, tomorrow, couple cool things happen. Well, specifically, the one I'm thinking of is tomorrow is that one big Netflix event. May 31st is that big Netflix event where they showcase all their shows that they're going to have for the season or whatever the heck. One Piece live action is scheduled to be on there, and we're going to get a season 2 trailer for the live action. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. I mean, at this point, they got to be showing that trailer, and the Twitter accounts, all their social medias have been teasing it. So I'm really looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's about time we see some footage of One Piece live action season 2. Everybody wants to see what Chopper looks like, because I think that's the biggest point that that's like the most interesting part about season 2. Like, how are they going to do Chopper? How are they going to do Chopper? What's he going to look like? Who's going to act him? A voice actor, whatever the heck, all that good stuff. But yeah, so I'm excited for that tomorrow. I'll end up doing a reaction to that as well. Live reaction, all that good stuff. But yeah, man, when it comes to One Piece, the reading, like I said, last chapter I read was chapter 1140. From what I remember, it was Luffy and Gaban, Scopper Gaban. They're kind of like, they just met, they're kind of going at it. I think they were sparring, kind of getting into a fight, I think is what happened. We basically got introduced to Gaban, who is not the right hand, the left hand of Goldie Roger, Pirate King, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. We're starting to get cool name drops, and maybe this is the start of something bigger for Elbaf, because we got Gaban in the picture, we got the Holy Knights, Loki is in prison but wanting to get out. So, I feel like the seeds are starting to be planted for Elbaf to finally get going. The most exciting part, I mean, it's been it's still kind of in its early phases, the arc. But there's been some interesting moments, Saul and Robin reuniting. The mural, that's probably my favorite moment of this arc so far. So that's, hopefully they touch on that, but knowing One Piece, knowing Oda, he's going to drop this on us, and we're not going to revisit that until months down the line, years down the line, whatever the heck. But anyway, I'm kind of just talking a little bit too much, but like I said, the goal here is to catch up to the latest One Piece chapter. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and get started with the reading. I got it pulled up right here. So we got One Piece chapter 1141, An Older Woman. And now we got the cover story is, what is this? Yamato Golden Harvest, volume 27, Can't See Through the Tears of Anger. Yeah, so we got OT and then Who's Who. Okay, cool. Who's always a really cool character. I hope he comes back and to the main story, you know what I'm saying? He's a sick character. But let's move on. What the heck? There we go. It wasn't like registering. My inputs were lagging a little bit. Anyway, yeah, so first page, it says, gigantic diamonds, golden ingots, pearls. Those are the only reasons I walked around that stupidly enormous castle. Ultra Air Nami, don't bring that up. What do I care about this Loki monster or whatever? Loki? Diamonds? Or nothing. Ignore her. What you two need right now is rest. Maybe take it easy with all the hot button words, Ultra Air Nami. I want treasure. Ultra Air Nami. Adam Tree tour. There's more to see than I even imagined. So as you can tell, we live in the branches of this enormous tree. And then we got like a little map, houses, Adam, each of which has its own long history. Whoa, what's this one? Long ago, there was a village called Hagen on that tree branch. One day, lightning struck the village and started a fire, but even a branch gets But when a branch gets old, the fire just never goes out. In order to ensure that it didn't spread to other branches, they had to cut it off, village included. Boy, that had to be a real tough call to make. I guess even Adam can get old and decrepit. You might say that the vulnerabilities of Elbaf are fire and lightning. In fact, that's gonna come back. That's gonna come back 100%. So that's Frankie saying that, right? And then she's all like, you might even say that the vulnerabilities of Elbaf are fire and lightning, and those words are emphasized on this panel. You know, they're bolded. So the vulnerabilities of Elbaf are fire and lightning. That's going to come back 100%. They're throwing that in there to let us know and kind of like give us that little hint of, okay, fire and lightning, weakness of Elbaf, it's coming back 100% in some way. Imagine there's another Buster call. Like, I wouldn't doubt it, to be honest. Like, I feel like by the time we reach the end of One Piece, there's going to be like so many Buster calls that we have survived, the crew has survived, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's coming back 100%. So we turn the page. Now we go to during the feast, Western Village. Where you been, Nami? I hate it when they anyway, never mind. Where you been, Nami? I don't see Luffy or Zoro either. What I was gonna say, I don't like it when you know, the spelling of the words isn't exactly accurate. I get it, you know, she's eating or chewing whatever the heck, so her whatever. Yeah, never mind. All right, moving on. So she doesn't see Luffy or Zoro either. Probably exploring. Okay. Jarul. Let me zoom in. These letters are hecka bunched up. Jarul. This is our genius navigator. Ah, and what a beauty she is. Hey, watch it, old perv. What's your ideal type of woman? My favorite type? An older woman. Okay. That doesn't exist. You're the oldest person. Did my page freeze? So what I don't like is that whenever I zoom in, my page freezes and then I have to refresh. That doesn't exist. You're the oldest person in the world. Ha ha ha. Yow. Chief Garul. Hey, don't touch Chief Garul's sword, Usopp. You too. What the heck? Hold up. My bad, y'all. Hold up. No, you shut up, Dory. Is there no hero who will draw Excalibur from its sheath? You better not. He'll die of blood loss. Oh boy, he's really wasted. So are you. I can't believe him for getting carried away. It's been his lifelong dream to come to this place. Ha ha ha. He seems to be having the time of his life. Wait a second. Where did Gerd get off to? Okay. Compression fractures in the limbs. And this one seems to have been injured by something sharp. Could this have been caused by some small, powerful human weapon? What happened? Explain it to me. These are the castle guards. That's not a good sign. I swear, I was only going there for inspiration in fashioning the details of my block castle when I noticed the shattered gates and the guards on the floor inside. You look awfully sweaty. Is it hot out today? I wish you'd stare at me forever. Let's wake the guards up so I can hear what they have to say. No. Give them plenty of rest. Well then, I'll just have to report to Chief Jarul. But why ruin such a joyful feast? It wouldn't be right to bring unconfirmed fears to the village's attention when everyone is already in such a festive mood. We must wait until Ultra Rare Straw Hats return. If they find out about this business with Loki, I'll be treated like an accomplice. And I've always wished we could release Loki and have him leave this island forever. Let him rampage somewhere else for all I care. There's just one thing that troubles me. I don't think it's right to ignore the report of an intruder who looks like red hair. Anyway, we got Shamrock in the picture, right? Out with it. By the way, not Shamrock. Figureland in the anime looks coloring. Young Figureland looks. It's not it. Moving on. Out with it already. Tell me what you were hiding. Punish me. Dang. Alright, next page. The underworld. Hey, Luffy. This doesn't match what you were saying. I know, something changed. But even the animals got messed up. You guys okay? Loki. What happened? Who did this to you? This giant's huge. Talk to me, Loki. Oh, he's breathing. Don't use the key yet. Something's wrong here, Luffy. Look now. Look how hurt he is. He's not going to be able to cause any damage. Come on, Zoro. Help me. Help. So the cuffs are made of sea prism stone. And what's with these huge animals? Chill out, Luffy. Not yet. A giant is dying, man. We have to save him. That's not my problem, though. I've never talked to this guy, and I've only heard bad things about him. All I know is that if an ore-sized supergiant starts raising hell, it's going to be a major problem even for Elbaf. Give me a second. What are you doing, Zoro? Blah. Ah. Okay, so the injuries and blood are real. It doesn't seem to be acting. He doesn't seem to be acting. What do you think? He died. If he's dead, then he wasn't meant to survive. That's messed up. Here, we'll unlock the cuffs. But keep one of his legs still locked up with sea prism stone. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's how you do it. If he wakes up again, we can talk to him. Alright, maybe I'll go call for Chopper. Nah, it's too far to the library. Though I'm pretty sure there was a doctor at the feast in the village. Okay? If that's how they find out we freed Loki, though, we're gonna get kicked out of the country. If it happens, it happens. I'll go find the doctor. We'll need meat too. Can't get better without food. You want meat? There's plenty of meat here. Over there, he's saying. Don't ever say that again. They're my friends. I'll hunt some different ones in the mountains. Meat is meat. No, those are friends, and you don't eat friends. Fine, jeez. But the doctor comes first. You wait here. Sure. Huh? What? We're doomed. Uh-oh, something falling out of the sky? There we go. Look at this. Next page. Alright. The island clouds will disappear down in the underworld. All we need is a little bit of buoyancy before they vanish. Don't worry, Gerd. I'll save you. We don't have time to use the lift. It's an emergency. If Loki gets free, it'll be hell unleashed. Alright, giant crew dropping down. It's not working though. We're gonna crash and die. I'm sorry, everyone. I made a mistake. We can't blame you. You were thinking of the fate of Elbaf. Goodbye, cruel world. Dang, they just crashed. Alright. Gum Gum Balloon. Alright, Luffy coming in clutch. Dang. Alright, Gum Gum Balloon. Straw Hat. Hee. Oops, eek. But thanks anyway. We only got severely injured instead of dying immediately. Huff. We were in such a panic. I'm glad we made it in time. Whatever you do, Straw Hat, don't free Loki. We made Rhoda spill the beans. I'm sorry, Ultra Rare Luffy. We can't trust Loki. He's a cunning, cruel, vicious, backstabbing, and conniving villain. We've known Loki since we were children. If he told you anything that made him sound sympathetic, then he's lying. He's the kind of beast who will kill a so-called friend at a moment's notice. He's an enemy of the world. Well, it's too late, huh? Dang, dude, this panel is sick. Look at that. Dude, look at this panel. Hold up. Loki's a giant, first of all, but he's an even bigger giant than all of them. You know what I'm saying? This panel is sick. Look at the sheer scale of this guy. Like he looks like he could be like the freaking, I don't know, like a size of a building, some really tall building or whatever the heck. You know, look at this guy. Looks like he'd be like the Empire State Building tall. Look at the height. And look how Luffy barely reaches his shoe. Not even. I mean, the scale is like, dang, Loki is, that's a frightening, like, sight. Like, if you were to see that, this just looks terrifying, you know what I'm saying? So Loki's free. I mean, he's standing up. They can't believe it. He's like, Loki, what? I thought he was passed out. Don't do it. Loki, take your hand off of Ragnir. Dan, he's smiling. He's bloodied up, he's bruised, but he's smiling. I like the art panel on this, and that's going to be the end of the chapter. That's the end of 1141. Alright. So, Loki getting up, making moves. He's such a sick character, like design-wise. They really nailed it. You know, Oda really nailed it. He's such a sick character design. I'm excited to see what type of character he really is You know what I'm saying? Like, we know a little bit about him, but what's his actual deal? Yeah, I mean, you just know there's got to be insane lore connected to him. Even more than what we already know. So that was the end of 1141. Let me go ahead and get to the next chapter, alright? Okay. Alright, here we go. One Piece chapter 1142, What I'm Afraid of. And we got the cover story is Lost Child, or Yamato, Golden Harvest, Volume 28. Give back the sword, and what does that say? Give back the sword, and girls, Thunder Bagua. Yamato is actually, you know, the fact that she could, like, she's hecka strong, first of all. The fact that she could do Thunder Bagua is pretty sick. That's probably one of my favorite One Piece attacks. You know, that move, Thunder Bagua. I like saying it. Just the words, the name of the attack is fun to say. But it's pretty cool. Okay, getting some action in. Alright, that was a cover story. Let's just kind of go ahead and move on a little quickly here. Next page. Alright, chapter starts. Teacher, 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 help us, teacher. There's a huge snake in the schoolyard. It must be Jormungandr. Gandar. I gotta read more. Moving on. It's a snake that brings an end to the week. Okay. You mean Saturday? Eek, it's gonna eat us. Everyone, run into the school. Dang, they're all running away. What the heck is this snake looking thing? Faculty room, Walrus School. We got trouble, teachers. There really is an enormous snake out there. A beast from the underworld? What is it doing here in the sun world? I only hope we can evacuate everyone in time. Math teacher, Mr. Blade. We should call the chiefs. Walrus School Principal. Walrus School Principal Tusk. And then we got this other character. But in the meantime, the children are in danger. Language teacher, librarian, Miss Angie. Okay. Teacher, it's going to gobble a gear up. Wow. Dang. You know, this snake, I just turned the, like, he looks like, his character design looks like something that Kanjuro would draw. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, when Kanjuro would draw his paintings or whatever the heck to, you know, whether it was the bad paintings in Dressrosa or the better paintings he did in Wano, this just looks like a painting that he would make. You know what I'm saying? It gives off that Kanjuro vibe, just to me. I don't know if it's the same to y'all. Anyway, going down the chapter, he's all like, move it. Uh-oh, dang. Alright, bit of action here. Clashed, okay. The snake's bleeding, he's hurting. Exclamation point, exclamation mark, alright. Oh, that's Saul. I was all like, how did that happen? Then we got the panel. Sorry, I'm late. Watch out, Tusk. Midterm X-Slam. Dang, dude, he just freaking, he has a hockey coded too. Dang, nice. He just kind of like freaking SmackDown, dude. Oh, I get this. All right, so that was Saul, right? So Saul is attacking. That's a pretty sick and clever attack name. Look at this. So he said, watch out, Principal Tusk. And then Saul's like, midterm X-Slam. You get it? That was smart. Midterm exam, midterm X-Slam. That's sick. I like that. Very nice play on words. I like that. Good detail. All right, next page. We move on. Next page. All right, everybody's shocked. All the kids can't believe. They're like shocked looking. Eek. What? Mr. Principal. Ow, my back. Thanks for the help, Saul. Don't mention it. Where did this snake come from, though? Mr. Saul. Former giant pirate. Tusk. Principal. Okay, so, all right, so he was a former member of the crew. Okay. Good to know. Used to be a warrior too, Mr. Principal? The rumors were true. Mr. Saul is super duper strong. He was in the Navy, right? That was really cool. There are monsters like this in the Sun World, Saul? Not really. They're more like the usual wild animals. It's enormous. Sorry about the scared children. Thank you, Mr. Saul. Eek? Why did I question that mark that? It just says eek. You know, they're just yelling. Eek. Mr. Wolf. Huh? What is it now? There you got Chopper in the scene. All right. Inside the school, huh? Mr. Wolf, what happened to you? All right, Dad. This guy got what? Holy moly, dude! He's in a bad condition. He's gonna feel that in the morning. Holy moly! Gym teacher Mr. Wolf, bloody and bruised on the floor. Dang, dude, got wrecked. All right, next page. Forget me. What about the children, huh? Teacher, Ilva and the others wandered off somewhere. What? Where? Oh, hello. Are you Luffy's friend? That's right. Did Luffy do something to you? Be careful, Mr. Saw. You mustn't touch the children. Okay. Which way did Ilva and them go? That way, toward the beach. Mr. Saw, what happened to them? They fell asleep and wouldn't talk to us. Asleep? But you said they were walking. Yeah. Sleepwalking. They're all asleep and won't respond to us. Come back. Where are you all going? Blow the horn. Warn the whole country. Dang, are these kids sleepwalking? Following the arrow? Is that... I just said this. So I just said they're sleepwalking, following the arrow. Is that Gunko? Because when she got introduced, it's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, but when Shamrock, Gunko, and whatever the heck the other Holy Knights names are, Gunko, doesn't she have like powers, like tail, like an arrow power? That's how she killed or injured the animals that Loki cared for, right? Is Gunko controlling them? Because I do know that she does have that arrow thing, right? She does have that arrow thing. Am I tripping? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's... My page froze, man, dude, I swear. Okay, there we go. I mean, because it looks like they have never seen sleepwalking. This is out of the ordinary, right? So definitely something to be worried about. And it looks like they're under control. I mean, they're walking in formation, you know. I don't know. That arrow looks suspicious. Anyway, moving on down the reading. So everybody's kind of frightened right now. Not the whole country, Tusk. That's going overboard. This is an abnormal state of affairs, Saul. Look at the forest. Alright, so they're looking at something blowing the horn, I think. Alright, next page. Huh? Oh, crap. There are more monsters there. Where do they come from? See? Abnormal, right? Mr. Principal. The children are passing out. What's wrong, everyone? Hang in there. What now? I just don't understand. Get up, kids. What's happening? Let me down there, Saul. I'll take a look at them. Thanks, please do. I'm at a loss. The first thing we should do is stop the children and get them to safety. Underworld, Elbaf. You thought that leaving one leg trapped in Sea Prism Stone would contain the true extent of my power? That was foolish of you. If you want to save Elbaf, undo the final cuff now. You'll soon see if I'm really helpless or not in this condition. Loki. Dang, dude, he's right, dude. Normally, Sea Prism Stone is enough, like, even like a freaking nail of Sea Prism Stone. You know, if you get shot by like a nail or whatever the heck, that's enough to render Devil Fruit users basically like a freaking blob, you know, like basically ruin their entire day. But here comes Loki, and he's just standing, he's walking, he's holding a freaking Thor's hammer or whatever the heck that is. He seems like he's not phased. He's basically, you might as well just undo the final cuff now. He's using it as a threat, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't want to mess with this guy. So, alright, continuing the reading, Luffy and Sanji are shocked. You're like, hey, what's his deal? Better hurry. Also, I think I figured out a hack. If my page freezes, rather than refreshing the entire thing, I just go back to the previous page and go back to the current page, and then that's kind of what happens. I think it's been working on me. It unfreezes everything somehow. I don't know. Moving on, carrying on with the reading. So as he's going like, better hurry up. If I keep landing blasts, eventually they'll hit something, and the fires will spread. You know what Elbaf is susceptible to, don't you? Oh, so there. Okay, so again, last chapter mentioned it's electric or lightning and fire. And now Loki's pretty much bringing that up. So he's basically, okay, the fires will spread, and you know what Elbaf is susceptible to, don't you? That's going to come up big time, dude. There's going to be some type of buster call. Is Akiyino going to show up eventually? Like, he's lava. You know, he has a crazy power of a devil fruit, and he's strong. Is he going to show up? You know? I can bring you all to ruin. Stop it, Loki. Dang, he swung the hammer. Holy moly, hammer time. Dang, look at the strength. Holy crap. You could feel that miles away. Dang, dude. Everything's burning. What was that thunder? There's fire on the south side of the island, Chief Jarul. Did you hear a horn, too? Anything but fire. We must put it out. The Walrus School. Mr. Saul, Mr. Principal. I recognize those monsters. Do you, Miss Angie? It was earlier today. Loki has a huge hammer and he destroys the world. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. The one who destroys the world is Nika. Look. Ew, he's scary. No, look. Loki is scarier. No way. Obviously, the scariest thing of all is a Fenrir, the giant wolf. Don't stand on your desks, children. Okay. It's ghosts. It's the undead. Storms. The lightning. Dude, so I guess every kid is just kind of mentioning off what they're scared of. My mom. Someone said his mom. My mom's the scariest. Everybody finished? Is everybody finished? Teacher, if I have to think of so many scary things, I'm going to have a nightmare tonight. Haha, sorry, Elva. I see. I'm happy to see so much personality and creativity in all these drawings and essays, though. You've all got so much imagination and expression. I'm looking worried, though. All those things are what the children drew based on the prompt of what they were afraid of. But that's ridiculous. These things are a vision of the world that terrifies the children most. Dang. Hey, you know, this is a sick character spread. I mean, the artwork that we got over here. So, are these drawings are alive? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. There's still more of a chapter. Hold on. There's something underneath. Okay, scene cuts. Okay, we're all ready to go. Zzz. Just like Z, like sleeping sound. Zzz. Hey, good job there, Killingham. The time limit is until the kids reach the ship. Do you think you can get them back? Gah ha ha ha. To know love is to wound one another. Say, Gunko, are you afraid of anything? ... Nika. And there's like a big like doom sound effect, exclamation. They really emphasize Nika. All caps, bolded letters, takes up all the bubble basically. And that's the end of the chapter. Okay, hold up. So, man, there's some weird stuff going on over here. Hold up. So all these things. Okay, so these monsters basically. What we're getting here is that these are these things are a vision, quote, of the world that terrifies the children the most. And I'm looking at this panel, you know, they got like some type of dragon looking thing, snake looking thing. We got the wolf, a storm cloud. It looks like friggin' Zeus or whatever the heck. Got some bird. This thing on the left, the far left looks like what the numbers looked like in Wano before we got their true reveal. You know, their character design, that kind of looks like a number. Some skeleton, bottom left. Bottom right, there's a gopher. That's a gopher, right? Wearing a helmet? What the heck? Where's the kid's mom? I know someone said one of them was like, my mom scares me the most. I don't see any mom-looking thing here. Nika is there. So look at this. Right in between the number-looking guy and the storm cloud above the wolf, we got Nika. So you know, like a conjuring, like a personification of sun god Nika. You know, looking all wicked with the sharp teeth. But and here's the thing though, it's kind of like that, you know, like it's kind of like that messed up history or whatever the heck, because kind of I mean kind of like a Wano country thing going on, Wano Kuni type of thing going on, because you know back in the day when we were at that arc, you know, the people had two visions or two beliefs of Odin. You know that you know you had the people who knew who he truly was and he was a great man, and then majority of the people thought he was like a you know, traitor to the land, abandoned his people, whatever the heck, you know. So and as we established early in this arc, I do remember that you know, when earlier in Elbaf, it was established that depending on who you ask and how people are taught, you have two perceptions of sun god Nika. So Nika is either a savior to the world, you know, as we know him to be, you know, savior of the world, frees the slaves, always is laughing, smiling, brings laughter and smiles to the people, to people's faces, you know, uplifts them. So we have that story of Nika and that perception of Nika that we have come to learn ever since his introduction. But then we also have the people within Elbaf or whatever the heck who see Nika as an oppressor, someone to be afraid of, you know, the complete opposite of what Nika truly is. You know what I'm saying? So depending on who you ask in Elbaf how these people are taught, you're gonna get one of two answers, a different answer depending on who you ask. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, going back in this chapter, this kid was saying that he's scared of Nika, and he specifically drew him, you know, like they said, like you know, yeah, because they're basically saying and I guess drawing everything that scares them, and he goes on to say like this, like Nika is what scares this kid, and then at the end of the chapter, there's got to be some type of connection, because you know the kid says, okay, Nika is what scares him, and we know that depending on who you ask, Elbaf is either a savior, liberator, or an oppressor, someone to be afraid of. And now at the end of the chapter, this girl right here, Gunko, she's all like, she answers the question, what are you afraid of? Like, are you afraid of anything? Pauses for a bit, ... Nika, just one single word, name, sentence, Nika, emphasized. And then there's got to be a connection to this much later, 100%. I mean, everything is obviously, there's a bigger purpose to everything, but they're, like I said, they're kind of like planting the seeds a little bit here. So that was the end of 1142. Let me go on to the next chapter. Let's keep going. All right, here we are. Very first page is a color spread. Very nice. I always like the color spreads. The art's really creative, very unique. What do we got here? We got Luffy, Zoro, Chopper racing on some fishes or whatever the heck. People in the back, Nami, Sanji. All right, very nice. Based on a reader request, a Straw Hat Crew car chase. Not bad. I like that he does like reader requests or whatever the heck. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we turn the page. One Piece chapter 1143, Holy Nights. That's the name of the chapter, Holy Nights. Hey, wait y'all. Ilva, Mag, Ranja. Wow, they're really sleepwalking. Huff, huff. You know, okay, really quickly, all I can think of is that song that's from GTA 5, because I've been kind of listening to it a little bit just to kind of get a little bit of a nostalgic feel / you know, also getting hyped for GTA 6 in a year or whatever the heck. So anytime I read that word now, I'm getting like the song plays in my head. Good song. Anyway, all right, moving on to the reading. So huff, huff. What's this white cloth? Where are y'all going? Be careful, Saul. Remember, the other teacher said not to touch the children, and he was all bloody. I know he did, but I don't see nothing wrong with them. And it's dangerous for them to keep walking like this. I think he's reaching out his hand. Is he about to get got? Oh, crap. Hold up. Oh, he touched him. He touched him. Hold up. Come on, let's get back to school. Doesn't even finish the sentence. Immediately, his hand is cut up, dude. It's getting shredded. Holy moly. Yeah. Ah, yow. What was that, Saw? What happened? Did something stab you? This is the Walrus School. Wait. Yeah. This is the Walrus School. The children have suddenly fallen asleep, and out of those nine of them started walking. We don't know where they're going. Western Village. It's not clear why or how this is happening. The kids at the school? My son's there too. There's also been a surge of strange monsters from the forest. Monsters? Are the children safe? The children are traveling down branch route 8 at the moment. Transponder Pillbug only works in Elbath. Interesting. Okay. And there's a fire too. What's with all this sudden danger? Did something happen back at that school? It seems like danger's coming from all corners, and it almost feels like a distraction. You know what I'm saying? There's danger over here. The kids are sleepwalking. Freaking fires. You know what I'm saying? It seems like there's distractions from multiple places right now, and it's like kind of like I should say there's stuff / danger happening at multiple parts of Elbath, and it feels like it's a distraction to something bigger that's going to be happening probably. I mean, if you want to cause a panic and spread people out, yeah, you get attacked from multiple sides and cause chaos for multiple sides of whatever the heck, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so they're all like, did something happen back at that school? All right, next page we move. Did you say branch 8? It's not looking good over there. Oh no, that's the school where my granddaughter's granddaughter Ilva goes. How many generations is that? I think you've all had enough to drink now. Yeah, you should Oh, he hiccuped. You should get it together. Is Brooke anyway, whatever. Yeah, yes, that's quick work. The firefighting spar is on the case. You've got this, firefighters. We're counting on you. Okay. Huh? What's that? Huh? Dang. That thing just he just smacked the ship out of the way like a freaking. It's almost like the ship is a freaking ball, like a volleyball getting served, and then the other player smacks it. But it looks like he just freaking, yeah. Dang though. Now he couldn't believe it. He was just like, "What's that?" And they're just looking skeleton thing with the helmet. Boom! Just smacked it out of the air like it's a nothing. What? Nobody can believe it. Crazy. Gee, ha ha ha. You see how shocked those giants were when they got stabbed by the horns? It's just like the famous saying, every love has its thorns. This guy just rhymed, didn't he? Never heard of it. God, you're so apathetic, Gunko, you know that? Love is the passion. Wait, yeah, love is the passion to reach out and squeeze someone tight, even as you see the thorns up close. The best part of this game is when it's parents and children. Dang, that's messed up. Parents hug their kids tight, thorns and all. And even then, the kids scream and wail when they see their worst nightmare. Mommy and daddy die in agony. Dang, dude. There's real emotion in killing. Saint Somers, thorn, fruit. Oh, okay. So it's this guy controlling the kids. Okay. Interesting. I don't know, like in the previous chapter or whatever the heck it was, it looked like the kids were walking in line with an arrow, like towards an arrow, and I know that there was when the pets died or got injured, I'm pretty sure it was like Gunko that conjured them up from nothing, I think. It's been a while, like I said, but that's what I remember at least. So Saint Somers has a thorn fruit. Okay. Death by love. Isn't that just so exciting? This guy crazy. Gunko's not even replying. She like ... No interest. The woman who never knew love. Is he... Okay, is he like fell out of his chair? Is that kind of like a hint to Gunko's background lore? Like, because Somers is now saying no interest. The woman who never knew love. Is he saying that about Gunko? Like, what's her back? Is she like an orphan? You know, something like that. Nobody ever loved. I don't know. Which route did you choose, Gunko? There was a thick branch that ran down the middle. And we got a little map here. Owl Library, Western Village, Port, Walrus School, Munch Munch, Chomp Chomp, Gobble Gobble, Gulp. If you know what that's from, you're hey, that's what's up. as soon as I read Gunko doing the Munch Munch, I don't even know if I quoted it right. I'm gonna just say it, right? But if you got the reference immediately, 100% good on you. I gotta give it up. I instantly quoted Monster. Naoki Urasawa's Monster. There's a part in that series, in that story, where one of the main characters is reading one of the picture books about the monster, and when the monster is like, you know, eating people or whatever the heck, that's how the book describes it. It's like munch munch, gobble gobble, chomp chomp, gulp, whatever the heck. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. It's in some variation of that order, but that's like immediately what I thought of. If you haven't seen Monster, you're missing out. It's like, you gotta watch that, and watch it in English. You cannot beat the dub of that. It's like true to the source material. Hey, that's a 10 out of 10 series in my top 300%. Got a little bit distracted, but I just had to mention that. It just immediately reminded me of Monster. Good story. Anyway, back to One Piece. Let's get back to the reading. So, alright, so moving on. So, if they walk straight that way, they'll reach the village's sea clouds. The sea clouds. The middle one's good. Stands out better. This makes their utter futility all the more apparent. Somers, I need a bit more salt. Salt? Okay. Saint Killingham. Dragon fruit. Mythical type. Model Keating. Dream manifesting man. Who the heck? Oh, so we got another mythical type in the picture. All right, hold up. That's interesting. Hold up. Killingham. Dragon fruit, mythical type, model Kieran, dragon manifesting man. Okay. Ooh, Espach, rock salt, gourmet stuff. You can wake up now. Snort. He put people to sleep? Dang, he was just grabbing... Okay, I see what he did, but dang, alright, that's interesting. What about the sleep tids you pulled out of those brats' dreams? I can keep them going at the same time, of course. Hey, this all goes perfectly with the meal. I'll try some too. Anyway, speaking of the giants' boats in the village, apparently they draw rainbows in the sky with those painter rocks. It's delicious. Real unique culture they've got. So all we have to do is take one of those to return to the Holy Land. We've basically won already. It's too easy. This is a baby game for babies. I'm very full now. All this and 0 calories? Well, it's dream food, so 0 energy too. Haha. Don't worry, Somers. Don't worry, Somers. There will be trouble. I saw a pirate ship moored on the sea clouds of the village. The Emperor of the Sea, Straw Hat Luffy, is here. Goku has some pretty cool eyes. She looks like she has that one condition, heterochromia. You know, where your eyes are a different color, your iris or whatever the heck. She looks like she has that one condition. Kind of sticks out, and you know, even with the black and white of the page of the manga panel. Okay, so Emperor of the Sea Straw Hat Luffy is here. Huh? Wait, the kids are walking right towards the fire. See? You didn't expect this. You didn't expect this. Not to worry. If they die, we can... That word is cut off. Let me zoom out. We can... What the heck? What the heck? I can't even see what that word says. If they die, we can send more. I think that's what it says. It, like, cut off the page. I couldn't even zoom into that. Alright, next page. Damn you, Loki. Go on, Hydrodin. Try and stop me. Dog, ah ha ha ha. But no. Huff, you can't possibly stop me. You can't even lift Ragnir. I just hope no one gets hurt in the Sun World. They will. The flames will only spread further. So make your choice. Will you undo the last cuff and free me? Huff, huff. Who's this enormous giant anyway? He was really badly injured, so I wanted to help him. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why I was just kind of like analyzing this panel here a little bit. Or will you all choose death? I'll only keep taking the lives of those weaklings in the Sun World. If you don't answer me... Wait, alright. He's grinning, he's smiling. Don't get suckered in, Hydrodin. Roro no Zoro. I guess I gotta do it. If he can move, I'll stop him. That was... Dude, I swear, dude. I don't know what it is about this website, but like, if there are words on the bottom of a panel, like a square or whatever the heck, they get cut off, and even if I zoom in, it gets cut off. So I don't know what Luffy's saying right there. I got no idea. This website's not good. That was... Okay, that was what? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I can't... I'm trying to scroll, I'm trying to zoom, I can't do anything. Yeah, I can't. That's just how the page is, I guess. Alright, next page. Wait, Straw Hat. He'll electrocute you if you get too close. Very well, then. I hear your answer. Stop this, Loki. If you hit the children, there's no turning back. Make sure you go easy on him, Luffy, or his wounds will get worse. Gum. Damn, I've lost this one. Gum, arm, balloon. Holy moly. Huh? Dang, dude. Holy moly, dude. He got him. Knock him down. Okay. He really was at death's door already. He was summoning all the strength he had left on a gamble. If his bluff had worked, he would have escaped so that he could collapse somewhere in secret. I just can't imagine that working based on the amount of blood he lost. It's up to you whether to heal him or let him die. But I had business with Loki too. But it had to wait when I saw how bloody he was. It is true that whoever attempted to kill Loki, it is a separate incident from the matter of his own crimes. And I think I might know who it was. Please, Hydrodin, help him out a little. I don't want to let him die no matter who he is. Until he's fully healed? It'll probably take months. Yeah, dude, a guy that big, like what's the healing recovery process for that dude? If you really want to see him recover, you shouldn't leave him in a place like this. But if he's taken to the village, it'll only lead to more calls for execution. They'll kill him. They hate him that much? He's an irredeemable scumbag. These horns turned out to be real, huh? They're a holdover of his ancient giant blood. Just like his father, Harold. And then Hydrodin is just like thinking that. You are my sons and I love you both. I want you to work together to support Elbaf after I'm gone. I can't believe this tiny weakling is supposed to be my big brother. You're just a bastard. You're not our father's legitimate son. Hear that, Hydrodin? Your mother has filthy blood in her veins. Dang. Yeah, that's such a messed up thing to say to a kid, dude. Holy moly. Wait. Don't lose control, Hydrodin. I've never forgiven him for what he did. He insulted my mother and killed my father. Go on, do it, you sad little berserker. Or perhaps instead of indulging in your petty personal drama, take a look at the woods around us. They all say I went and killed Dad with pure murder in my heart. But you don't believe that, do you? Yeah. And that's it. That's the end of the chapter. That's the end of the chapter. All right. Okay. So a bit of a... I mean, it seems like Elbaf is going at a constant pace. Like I can tell obviously that things are being set up. You know, there's stuff in motion at the moment. Loki is, like I said, a character of interest to me. I want to know his full story. You know, we've only gotten bits and pieces of his full story, but Hajrudin being the big brother. All right, man. All right. Okay, so that's like already like a conflicting relationship and emotions. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna play a part into this whole situation. They all say I went and killed Dad with pure murder in my heart, but you don't believe that, do you? Yeah, he's conflicted. Like obviously, like you could tell by the art, the way his his face is drawn in the panel. He's conflicted. And how can you not be like with something like this? It's like, you know, like I don't know, man. I need to see more of his story. But that was the end of chapter 1143. Got some, got some context onto what's going on, who's kind of controlling the kids. That Sommers guy, right? The thorn fruit guy. So we got Sommers, Gunko, and Killingham. He has a mythical fruit, dragon fruit. He's a weird looking character, honestly. Like, what the heck? Huh. Okay. So that was a chapter. Let me just go ahead and keep reading. I feel like it's picking up. We might get some key information soon. Get kind of the way things are kind of pointing towards, I should say. So you got One Piece chapter 1144, A Time for Warriors. Got the cover story, Yamato, volume 29. Minatomo the carpenter and the girls are freed. Dang, GG, very nice, very nice. Yamato's so tall, dude. I keep forgetting how tall she is. Look at that. Like the other girls, the regular sized women are just barely at her waist, if that. Okay, so they freed the... Who was there? It was just Yamato and who else? That's Otama. So they both freed the people. Okay, good to know, good to know. Alright, on to the chapter, turning the page. Whoa, what is this? Well, what do you think it is? It's been here for ages. It looks like pure science to me. Ah ha ha ha, see? I figured a mechanical man like you would enjoy it more than anyone else. What's a facility like this doing in the Kingdom of Warriors? Let's take a closer look at this. This looks like something that would be found in Vegapunk's home turf, his hometown, you know, or in Egghead Island. It just kind of looks like it. Looking at the top of the structure, whatever the heck it is, it looks like, almost looks like it's in the shape of a robot. You know what this reminds me of? If you watch Studio Ghibli's Princess Mononoke, not Mononoke, what the heck is it? Castle in the Sky. Some of the robots, they look like that. You know, their head is shaped like this thing. You know, you got the two circles here, which are probably like windows or whatever the heck. They resemble eyes. They kind of look similar to that. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. And that's, I guess you could say that's an advanced civilization type of robot mechanism in that movie. So I don't know if there's some inspiration drawn behind that. But you know what? You know, there's obviously, I guess we're still in the early phases of this arc. Maybe in the middle, if you want to call it that. The more I'm looking at things and thinking about things. What if Elbaf turns out to be more of Frankie's arc than Usopp? Because, you know, everybody was all like, you know, Usopp's got to get to Elbaf. We got to get to Elbaf. And Usopp is going to be, you know, that's going to be his moment to shine. It's going to be his moment to shine. It's going to be his developmental arc, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But so far, they're focusing a lot on Frankie. You know, he's the one that's discovered the mural. And he's, you know, he's seen the mural. He could probably analyze and decipher a good part of it, I would say. Obviously not read it, but maybe just get some sort of bigger picture of what's going on. On top of that, you know, now he's in front of this this place, and he's all like, it looks like pure science to me. So Frankie is going to be a big player in, I mean, look, everybody is in One Piece. The whole crew is going to be a big player. But in terms of uncovering the Void Century and whatever the heck, Frankie's going to be a big player in that. You know, he was already entrusted with the ancient blueprints to the weapon Pluton. He burned them down, right? Burned them up, whatever the heck. I have no doubt that he memorized those things. Absolutely no doubt. And then he's called Battleship Frankie, and I talked about this during the mural chapter review, whatever the heck. What if Frankie, I don't know, it's a topic for another day, another video, maybe later down. But even his wanted poster, you know, you see it behind me right here, right? Or whatever the heck. His wanted poster is never, ever since like Ennie's Lobby, whatever the heck, his wanted poster has always been not of Frankie himself, but always some type of machine. Battle Frankie, and now the Thousand Sunny, and his nickname is the Battleship Frankie. So that's going to come into play. I could go on to it in more detail, more explanation later, but I think you might kind of be, I think you know what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, moving on. I don't want to get too distracted. I'm getting off topic a lot. Let me continue reading. It's cutting up into time I could be reading, you know. All right, next page. So you got Vegapunk, 0202 Lilith, or whatever the heck. Hey, up here, Frankie. I'm glad you found this place. I was going to tell you about it later. It's, what the heck that word is so jumbled up. It's really cool inside, Frankie. So we got Vegapunk, we got Bonnie in the picture. Lilith, Bonnie, what are you two doing here? We got lost. Thank you for finding us. Even a genius can be bad at directions, I guess. I'm glad we ran across you then. I've been hearing alarms in the distance, so there's probably danger in the woods. Anyway, listen to this. I can hardly believe this place. By my estimation, this building stood here for at least 3 millennia. Okay. What? Don't lie to me. Do you realize how ancient that makes it? I can't say she's wrong, though. Even in Elbaf, we have no record of what this building is. Interesting. All right, interesting way to put it. Dude, that was only the first page of the chapter. I just realized. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot coming into play. All right, next page. Then that just makes it all the more worth studying. I think I'll settle down and live here. You sure you won't get lost? Anyway, let me check out the inside too. And then Bonnie's like, yeah. What's the matter, Bonnie? Behind you. There's something creepy. Dang, dude, what the heck? What I'm afraid of. Lightning. I guess that makes sense if fire and lightning are like the doomsday, whatever the heck, to Elbaf. That makes sense. Looking like Nami unleashed Zeus or whatever the heck. Oh, Elbaf. Land of mystery and wonder. No, this isn't natural. I don't know what that is. Western village. What I'm afraid of. Draugr, whatever. Sober up and grab your weapons. The fighting Svar is down. That looks like a Draugr to me. It's a damn zombie. Is this related to children's daydreams somehow? What's going on? Where are the captains? Someone needs to take command. They drank too much and had to rush to the bathroom. What? That looks awfully familiar. Is it an enormous me? Yo-ho-ho-ho? He didn't even yo-ho-ho? Dang. That's the severity of the situation. Okay. Quick, take the visitors away from the village. Ready? Wait, hold on. Don't treat us with kid gloves. We want to fight too. You said that awfully quiet. Whatever this is, it doesn't seem like business as usual for Elbaf. Ready? I'm gonna move the whole desk. No, Colin, you can't. Okay. Why not? I'm a warrior too. I want to fight. Oh, speaking off topic, I gotta mention this real quick. Speaking of the word warrior, I recently, like last Sunday or whatever, I watched Warrior, the movie, 2011. From, Warrior 2011 with Tom Hardy. Great movie. 10 out of 10. So underrated. It's weird because it's underrated, but at the same time, it got, great reviews and praise and critical acclaim from people that have seen it, but I don't hear it being talked about too often. Great movie. 10 out of 10. Worth the watch. The ending scene and music, composition, the soundtrack, amazing cinematography, whatever the heck. Very well done. 10 out of 10. Warrior 2011. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Highly recommend. Top tier movie. Back to the reading of One Piece. Why not? Why not? I'm not a warrior. I want to fight too. Of course you can't. But I'm the son of a Gaban. Exactly. You're not Gaban. Go find safety with the rest of the children and stay put. Got it? Hey, Jarul. What is it, girl? There's something we need to tell you about. I'm sorry we didn't bring it up earlier. An intruder who looks like red hair in the castle? Yes, sir. The pair are incredibly strong. One of them used strange powers. The quickest answer to most mysteries in this world is a devil fruit of some kind. Jinbei, he's right. Yeah, I mean, if you can't, in the world of One Piece, if you can't understand something, it might be a devil fruit. Not a bad conclusion to come to. If these phenomena are unfamiliar to you, then there's a good chance that those folks are behind it all. Inform the entire country that the 2 humans unrelated to the Straw Hat crew have infiltrated. Tell me as soon as they're found. You got it, Chief. Do you really think there are just 2 of them, causing all of these strange phenomena? Perhaps we should expect more. At least 2. You got it. I don't know who these people are, but if they're abducting children in broad daylight, they're despicable. We have to stop them. What are they gonna demand from Elbaf once they've got the kids held hostage? I've never heard of an abduction like this. It will not come to pass. We'll help too. Just give us a ship and someone to move us around. Nonsense. You are our guests. Stay in hiding where it's safe. But wait, there's more. There's more. Now, where are Dory and Brogy? They're still in the bathroom, Chief. Bunch of lightweights. Okay. If the targets are human-sized, we'll have an easier time looking for them. Yeah, exactly. Let the big guys fight the big guys. We'll search for the intruders. The problem is that Elbaf is too huge for us to cover. Oof. Huh? You're not gonna stop me? You want to ride with me? Wait, what is that? Yeah. So okay. So he's basically like, okay, getting ready. You're not gonna stop me. You want to ride with me? What is he, Nelly? Okay then, I'm the captain. That's so adorable. And we're off. Man the oars, Colin pirates. You're the biggest one here. You do the rowing. Onward. Alright. Message to all of the Sun World. Humans unrelated to the Straw Hat crew have been spotted at Arist Castle. We got Gunko. Dang, she vibing? Jaka, says the bubble. Listening to music. Okay. Wonder what kind. They have demonstrated overt hostility and are considered. Gihahaha. It's Gunko's post-meal ritual. It's not a ritual. I just like doing it. TDS, huh? I prefer listening to a live musical performance, and whoever flubs a note first, bang. He would do that. This guy is weird because he's crazy, but like it's weird. He's crazy, but like a modest or reserved crazy. Like, you know how some celestial dragons are hecka power trip heavy, and they show it. and they basically show no mercy from the beginning. This guy's different. He seems like the cool, methodical, calculated type. Like, he's just sitting back. Hey, let me go to a live performance, all right? I enjoy music. Let me go to a live performance. Let me sit back. If someone messes up, bang, GG's. Dang, dude. I think he's even more scary with that type of attitude and character because he's unpredictable. Like, he can snap at any point, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could just... Anyway. This guy's someone... He's going to be someone to watch out for. Alright. Bang, he said. But it's nice to have a hobby you can carry around with you. What's that song you like so much? Imagine Gunko says she's listening to Nika's song or whatever the heck. The Nika... Dun, 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 you know that one? What's that song you like so much? New World. Is she listening to Uta? Imagine, dude, because she appeared in the in the manga, right? She's not just a movie character. Like, she's legit in the story. I'm pretty sure her silhouette was shown years ago, like when that movie was coming out, like way back in the day. Is she listening to Uta? Are we actually gonna get Uta in the main lore, present day? That'd be sick, man. That'd be interesting, actually. If she's... Moving on. I was gonna say... In the movie, Film Red, it wasn't, if I remember correctly, wasn't that the first time that the five elders acknowledged the name Garling, and that... Because essentially, you know, Shanks and Uta have their father and daughter, but not biologically, because they found her in a treasure chest, you know. But, you know, obviously adoptive daughter. So when the elders learned that Uta was Shanks' daughter, I'm pretty sure they name dropped the Figureland name for the first time. I think... Could Uta be like a celestial? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm half convinced. I'm convinced that Gunko's listening to Uta right now. Honestly, because she's not just a movie character. Speaking of movie character, like, they should bring back Douglas Bullet. That guy was tight. Anyway, continuing the reading. So, what's that song you like so much? New World. Gee, ha ha ha. What, you got a problem with the one we already live in? Don't make fun of what other people like, Sommers. Oh yeah, sorry about that. But hey, look, the adults are trying their hardest to save the kids. There, this should keep me safe. Now I'm gonna stop him cold. Good luck, Saul. I can tell y'all are just following the stationary cloth thingy. The cloth is heading right for the fire. You're gonna die if you keep going forward, so I'm gonna stop you. There, she stopped. Eek. Uh-oh. No, not quite. No, I'm sorry. Ilva. Scald. You okay back there? What a disaster. You okay back there, Olav? What a disaster. If you stop one, the others damage each other with the spikes. This is awful. It's sadistic. Yeah, man, dude, they're stuck. They have, like, their hands tied. They can't really do much about this. They just gotta let them walk at this point somehow, but they can't do that. Like, they can't let them walk and they can't stop them. What are they gonna do? Alright, moving on. So, I think our only option is to search for whoever's powers these are. I mean, yeah, that seems logical. Do we even know if they're nearby? But the kids are gonna throw themselves into the fire while we search. I gotta try everything. If we can't stop them from the front, I'll start with Bjorn in the back. There, I got him loose from the line. Now, if we just peel him off one at a time, what's gonna happen now? It can't be that easy. He's looking, huh? Holy moly, we got this guy. What I'm afraid of. Fenrir, the wolf. Huh? Are they working together somehow? Who's controlling this thing and from where? Ah, Mr. Principal, it's not just the Western Village. Other villages are reporting back about similar monsters. This is happening all over Elbath. It seems clear that these are devil fruit powers at work. We must identify the culprits. Agreed. Outside of the Western Village. There we go. Draugrs aren't actually supposed to exist, though. And look how much trouble it was just to stop one of these things. Huff, huff. Get the wounded to the village. Growl. Ah. And then we got the snake. What I'm afraid of. Ghost. And what I'm afraid of. How do you even say that? I'm gonna just call him a snake. I don't even know how to pronounce these names, dude. The ghost is easy. I can't, like, these letters, how do you even pronounce that? Whatever. Anyway, moving on. I gotta read more. Maybe I gotta read more outside of One Piece, like read more books, and then I'll have better vocabulary and reading comprehension, I guess. Yeah, because you know how I gotta read more. I really do. Where was I? It's no use. There are just too many monsters. We can't protect the village. Flee for your lives. Okay, hold on. Freaking stuck. Okay, flee for your lives. It's no use. There are just too many monsters. It's our turn, Dory. Indeed, bro. Oh, they're gonna freaking do the sovereignty, or yeah, they did. They did the same attack. Very nice. Look at that. Boom, one shot, one hit. Kind of like right in between, like impaled him. Dang, GG's. Yes, the captains. I mean the giant pirates crew. Sorry for taking so long. We had to puke up all the drink. Such a shame. We had to puke up all we drank. Such a shame. Well, we'll exterminate all these monsters. You folks help the children. It's the Great Eric Svar edition. You're gonna get it now, all you monsters. Why'd you bother to sober up? I think I read the panel of the chapter in incorrect order. Anyway, that so they're here, you know. All right, next up, last panel. What? Look, it's Mr. Ya, the Mountain Eater. That ship is unstoppable. So we got Gabon in the picture. All right, we got Gabon in the picture. So it looks like things are kind of looking up. But this being One Piece, it's not going to be there for that long. You know, I feel like there's probably some type of twist coming. You know, we'll get like the upper hand and then something else is going to happen. Yeah, hey man, so that was the end of chapter 1144. The children are... I don't know, man. It's interesting. I'm more interested about Gunko, to be honest. It seems like they're focusing a lot on her. You know... Last chapter, I kind of alluded to, you know, the woman who knows no love, knew no love, whatever the heck. Now she listening to music, you know, vibing, feeling the rhythm, feeling the beat. What's that song you're listening to? New World. It's gotta be Uta, right? I mean, we haven't heard of any other famous musicians in the One Piece world. Brook is just, you know, he had his own crew, his own band, but... In terms of worldwide, the whole One Piece world knows celebrity, famous type status, you know, and that type of tier. It's only been Uta from the movie, but we know that she's not just a movie character, so it's got to be her song, right? It got to be her song, unless it's somebody else, or I'm thinking too much into it. But that was the end of chapter 1144. I'm gonna go on into the next one. I'm gonna take a quick stretching break, get some water, all that good stuff. I'm gonna take a quick break here, but I'll be back with it, so just give me a second. All right, let's go on to the next chapter. So we got what did I just read? Oh, 41. Okay, so 145. All right, so dang, we got a cover art going on. Very nice. I like this one. This one's actually really unique. I like it a lot. Look at that. Just the Straw Hat Pirates are all watching TV. Gear 5 Luffy, 5th gear. Not bad. You know what's crazy is that in cover art like this, you know, even this can be freaking like you never know if Oda adds in some type of details that could foreshadow some type of event or Easter egg or whatever the heck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at the clock. It's like, what, 11:15 p.m., whatever the heck, in that thing. And I'm like, immediately, like, what does that number mean? Like, is that number significant? Like, is it gonna, like, is this chapter gonna call back, you know, gonna be like a reference, a callback to chapter 11:15, which whatever the heck happened there. My chair is squeaky. Holy moly, I gotta fix that if I don't know. Anyway, but you know what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, you never know. But anyway, this is pretty cool art here. So we go on. This is One Piece chapter 1145, Wildfire in Forest, Sector 2, Branch Route 8. That's a long chapter name. Okay, and then we got the cover story, Yamato, Volume 30, whatever the heck, what is it, Volume 30? Volume 30. Pepe still alive. Alright, we got Ulti, page 1, Yamato. I hope Ulti comes back. She's a sick character. I feel like I say that about a lot of characters. Alright, so the chapter starts, you know. What's going on here? Grar, oh yeah, he got hit. Here it comes. Nash. What the heck? What the heck is this? Some type of wood? Plank? Ed and Eddie? What? Grar. Oh, okay. Alright, some type of attack. I'm probably gonna butcher that if I try to pronounce it. Looks French. I mean, it looks like it's coming out of Sanji, so yeah. Alright, next page. This looks like good eating. I mean, it's huge even compared to giants. Groggy-Sarish considered a delicacy. It takes a while to carve off all the fat, but it's great when it's stewed in alcohol. Yeah, but you didn't bring any of that with us, right? There's a whole set of cooking tools in the hunting shed. Let's look for some aromatic herbs on the way back. Hey, what's the deal with this guy, huh? Is it a delve fruit? That shield came to life like that. That shield came to life like that way back years ago when my dad went on the expedition to vanquish Big Mom. I was gonna say it looks like some type of Big Mom, like her homies, you know, from Whole Cake Island, whatever the heck. It looked like a homie. Makes sense. So that shield came to life like that way back years ago when my dad went on the expedition to vanquish Big Mom. Big Mom? Oh, so he's like Zeus then. What? You guys know Mr. Zeus? He's like one of the most exalted homies. Now he's a manservant to our navigator. What? Holy Knights. Oh yeah, that was the next panel. Holy Knights? Wheeze, that's right. They showed up here. Humans from the world government. You're saying that's who beat you this badly? Yeah, you're saying that's who beat you this badly? Huff, that's what I'm saying. You must have given them a reason to seek revenge when you were rampaging beyond the sea. Don't be stupid. If I'd gotten far enough to run into them when I was out there, I'd be king of the world by now. Knights from the world government. Hey, you guys. Look what we caught. Whoa, that's huge. It's a Groggy-Saurus. Tasty and nutritious. I delivered the killing blow. You should have been there. I've never seen such a graceful soaring broccoli. Did you expect... oh, he's taking a shot at Zoro. Did you expect enough fallen... did you collect enough fallen trees? Yep, got a nice pile going. Thanks for the hunt. There we go. Nice and cooked. Yum. It's not just for you. Oh, right. Dang, they really cooked the thing. Dang. Eat up, Loki. Yow, you're burning me. Be careful of his wounds, Luffy. Are you trying to kill me? Hey, you're looking better already. Anyway, you need to eat if you want to recover. I noticed that his eyes are always bandaged. You know what I'm saying? I wonder why. Gulp. It's hard to swallow lying on my back. You can't sit me up first? Cough, cough. Geez, so fussy. Gack, cough. Got something stuck in your throat? Hang on a sec. Hack. Dang, he's coughing up a lung right now, dude. I'll bring soup. Ouch, ouch. Ah, hot. I can see it bubbling from here. Stay away from me. Is he just gonna friggin' dump it on him? Oops. Splash. He has more burns than before. Get him away from me. Wheeze, wheeze. Hey, Luffy, sorry, I didn't... Dude, Luffy's friggin' taking, like... He's just injuring this man even more than he ever has been, dude. That's crazy. Sorry, I didn't mean to. You too, Gerd? What did this guy do to make all the giants hate him so much? I'm guessing he was lying when he made that promise with Luffy. Where to find red hair now? Sorry, but I wasn't lying about that. We'll be the judge of that. Go on and tell us. Why should I tell you when you haven't upheld your end of the bargain and unlocked my last chain? ... You really want to meet red hair that badly, eh? I suppose I understand how it feels to idolize a pirate you met when you were just a lad. And then Harshuden is just like ... right? You make it sound like you feel the same way about someone. Yes, I did. And it pains me that I was only a boy at that time. Take me with you. I didn't come here to meet a whelp like you. Stop making me repeat myself. I wonder what that is. Fight me then. What? You don't have to use a blade on a kid. Shut up, Newgate. Oh, hold up. Oh, wait. Hold up. That's Rocks. That's gotta be Rocks, dude. Rocks D. Zabek. That's gotta be him. Look at that. Oh, Loki looked up to him? Hold on. I mean, I'm just going based off the shadow, the silhouette, but from every shape, shadow, silhouette, brief appearance we've gotten of Rocks, that looks like him, dude. Now that he said Newgate, that's that. Hold on, let me turn the page again. Let me reread this. Fight me then. Yeah, look at the eyes and like the spiky hair, whatever the heck. So hold up. You make it sound like you feel the same way about someone. Yes, yes, I did. And it pains me that I was only a boy at the time. Flashback, take me with you. I didn't come here to meet with a whelp like you. Stop making me repeat myself. Fight me then. What? And then next panel is just freaking Loki beaten up on the ground, bloody, cut up, freaking tooth missing. You don't have to use a blade on a kid. Shut up, Newgate. That's Whitebeard, and that's Rocks to his left side. Whitebeard is huge, he could be a Buccaneer, honestly. Knowing how. Anyway, but Rocks, he was shorter than some of his crewmates, Kaido, Big Mom, Whitebeard, whatever the heck. But this is Rocks. The Rocks pirates were in Elbaf for whatever the heck reason. And here we have Rocks beating up a kid with a knife, with a sword. Holy moly. I was born in the wrong era. Okay, so, before Roger reigned the seas, it was the era of the Rocks pirates. So here we have Loki essentially saying, man, dude, I was born in the wrong era. I was a young kid, dude. I wish I was, he's probably wishing like he was a bigger, stronger, more developed guy, man, whatever the heck, to be enough to be accepted as a pirate into the Rocks crew. What did Rocks actually look like? We've gotten just shapes of him, silhouettes covered in shadow, a glimpse to his eyes, whatever the heck. It's interesting because, you look back at some of the introductory silhouettes of some characters. Like, look way back in the day when Garp first mentioned to us, the viewers / Luffy and his crew, that there are the 4 emperors of the sea. The seas, the Yonko. Their silhouettes look nothing like how they actually look now. Loki, another perfect example, when the story was being told by Lola. No, it was Chiffon. Chiffon was telling Nami the story about why Big Mom is hated in Elbaf. And she mentioned that there was an arranged marriage between Loki, the Prince of Elbaf, and Lola. The silhouette, the shape, character design that we got of Loki back then, it was some big... the guy was fat. It was a giant, but he was a bit more chubby, a bit more fatter. Kind of looked a little bit more just 2 dots and a freaking smiley face for a face. Just looking very blobbish. He looked like a blob, basically. Now look what Loki actually looks like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering if when we get the full Rocks D. Zabek face reveal, when we get that, Is his design gonna look like this? How close to it is it gonna look? Also, Emu comes to mind as well because she is, as of right now, she's been shrouded in shadow so far. We got glimpses of her eyes, of her hands a little bit. You know, she got that, you know, very delicate, feminine looking hands, all that. But what's she actually gonna look like? You know what I'm saying? Uh, and yeah, I don't know how many of you are in the same boat as me or who think the same, but ever since Eam got introduced back in the day in the Reverie art, uh, I've been convinced that Eam is a girl because of her mannerisms, uh, how she acted in the throne room or that garden room where she was like being really gentle towards a butterfly. What we've seen of Emu, she just looks like a woman. You know, she got the delicate, feminine looking hands. You know what I'm saying? Not looking like a guy at all. But we never know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's got a little bit off track. So Loki's just kind of saying, I was born in the wrong area, in the wrong era. All right, back to the reading. There are the Draugrs are like soldiers. Ga ba ba ba. So many ghosts too. Just the thing the kids would be afraid of. Wipe them all out. Is that meant to be Loki? Oh, this giant thing, probably. I'll handle him. Hup, Mr. Ya. Alright, here we go. Gabon in action. Alright. Good thing these are based on a child's imagination. Would they be stronger if the kids knew the real thing? I'd rather not find out. Yeah, ha ha ha. There are more of them now. 3. A trio of abnormal voices a trio of abnormal voices. They can try to hide, but I still feel them. If Elbaf isn't safe anymore, then it's truly the end of days. Can he sense... I was going to say if he can hear the voice of all things, but I'm pretty sure when he says there are 3 of them, I'm pretty sure that's in reference to the 3 holy knights that are presently in Elbaf. We got Gunko, Sommers, and Killingham. So I'm pretty sure that's what he's referring to. Firefighting team. Open the sea cloud hoses. Will this even work? The flames are simply massive. Firefighters, I'm so glad y'all made it. But could you pick it up a little? The kids are about to reach the flames. The valves are all the way open. It's the strongest stream we've got. Step. Yeah, they're sleepwalking. Put out the fire. You can do it. Get them flames out. I'm begging you. Look at that, Gunko. Their kids are about to burn to death. What happens? Will they wake up? They'll wake up from the heat, wail and cry for their parents, and be consumed by flames and burned into bones, I assume. How about that? Now that's emotion. Sea cloud. What's wrong, firefighters? It's not going out. We're at max output. We out of options. We out of options? Stop, children. Shoulder throw. Oh, here comes Jinbei saving the day. Ocean current shoulder throw? That's what he used to freaking throw Luffy over the wall or whatever the heck into the face of the 3 admirals way back in the day in Marineford. Epic scene. So good, dude. With the music and the entrance. Insane, man. Yeah, Saul's like, what the heck's going on? Alright. There, that should do it. Was that in time? Over here. Hop on. Hup. Way to go, Jinbei. I got the chills. Dang, dude, they're fanboying right here, dude. We got Usopp, Nami, and Brook. They're like cheering him on. Hearts next to their speech bubbles. Yeah, man, Jinbei, MVP. Wow. Yes. Alright, next page. Everybody can't believe it. They're like wide-eyed. Robin's looking happy. Chopper with teary eyes. The wildfire in Forest Sector 2 Branch Route 8 has been put out. Dang, GG. And all the kids are safe. The children weren't harmed by the flames, but they're still marching onwards. That was a close one. We believed in you. Well done, firefighters. The guardian deities of Elbaf. It wasn't us, but at last they're safe. No kidding. Did you see that, Robin? Must be, Jinbei must be nearby. Okay. That was so cool, Jinbei. So cool. Thank you, Jinbei. It's nothing. The kids at school all hate me, but I think of them as my friends. That's so sweet, Colin. We're gonna save them together. Yeah. Dang, dude. Gunko right in front. Just straight up. Just shows up. What? Who's that? So I suppose the school isn't the only place to find a perky child. And that's going to be the end of this chapter. This was ending of 1145. So Gunko straight up in the picture. Okay. Now this is dangerous because she's a holy knight. She's going to be strong, and we don't have Luffy, we don't have Zoro or Sanji. We got Jinbei. He's capable. He's really capable. We got the other crew members as well. But, you know, it's never good to be in front of a holy knight. Someone of this caliber in terms of strength. Colin is huge. Holy moly, dude. I know he's just a kid, but, like, he's a giant child, literally. So it's still crazy to me how that's the thing. They made him look really small, especially when he was introduced to be kind of like in the bar hanging out, drinking, whatever the heck, and then walking out with Shanks to be revealed to be some huge, massive, towering human being, whatever the heck. That was insane. So Gunko's in the picture, huh? And that was the end of the chapter. The part that stuck out to me the most is this exactly. Where Loki, he had an encounter with the Rock's pirates, specifically with the Rock's himself, and Whitebeard was right there next to him. So he did, in fact, look up to somebody way back in the day in his childhood, wanted to join them, wanted to be part of the crew, and then got beat up, basically. Beat up by, I guess you could say, his hero. And that's what I'm saying. All right, here's the thing, dude. I don't know if there's going to be a parallel, but for the longest time, I've always thought that Shanks was a bad guy, that he was a heel. And now we got the introduction of Shamrock, so evil twin brother, right? However, I don't know if this is just me being stubborn or delusional or whatever the heck, not trying to cope. And I think I've said this before. I'm pretty sure I have. Part of me still believes that Shanks isn't the good guy that he is being made out to be. And I'm a die on that hill until it gets proven otherwise. I'm always have some suspicion for Shanks. I'm not saying he could be all bad, you know, but just, and especially now knowing that he comes from a line of Celestials, maybe there could be some hidden malice in there. Maybe he's just suppressing it. I don't know. Maybe he broke free. I don't know. But part of me still believes that there is something that makes Shanks not completely trustworthy. And that he's eventually going to be some type of adversary, anti-hero, villain, whatever the heck, to Luffy and the Straw Hat crew and the overall story. I think I said this before. I feel, I don't know if feel, believe, whatever the heck. It almost seems like Oda wanted Shanks to be a heel, to be a bad guy, and teased it in the Reverie when the hooded figure, who we thought was Shanks back then, was talking to the elders. But of course, notice that he was never shown from the left side. It was always from the right side we looked at him, because Shanks has a scar on his left side. So anytime we saw that hooded figure, who we thought was Shanks, who was actually Shamrock, it was always from the right side, never revealed his left side. I think that was strategically done to write in an evil twin for Shanks. I truly do believe that. It's kind of like I forget what they call it in writing and literature, storytelling. But I wonder if that was Oda's way of teasing, like, Shanks might be a villain. Let's see how the reaction is. How are people going to receive this? What's the reception? Oh, it was negative? Oh, let me just give him a twin brother that's evil. You know, here we go. Shanks is a bad guy in this way. That's kind of what I went into this a little bit more in detail, like when Shamrock was first revealed. But even with all of that, like I said, there's some part of me, I don't know why, it's just a gut feeling. Some part of me still believes that Shanks isn't all good, and that he's going to have some heelish tendencies the further we get into the story. But we will see, and maybe it's not going to happen, but only time will tell, I guess. But for right now, I think this was pretty interesting. Like, you know, Loki being in contact with rocks. So he did have a hero. He did have someone, I guess, he looked up to. And now he's he has that mentality of betrayal. So it's kind of those, never meet your heroes type of things that we hear about in IRL and all the time in real life. So now he's all like, I guess he's of that mindset that, hey, Shanks means this much to you. Be careful what you wish for, because, he may not be what you think about, or whatever the heck. You know what I'm trying to say here. And then Gunko in the picture at the end of the chapter. So yeah, I think we're getting to the good stuff. Seems like we might be getting some conflict soon. Yeah, dang. All right, let's go on to the next one. So we got One Piece chapter 1146, Motion in Stillness. We got the cover story. Yamato, Golden Child, or Golden Harvest, volume 31. I'll never forget the debt I owe you. I'll be your follower for life. Dang, dude. So we got Ulti following Yamato. Gonna be part of the crew or whatever. Oh, hey, look at this. You know what I think this is gonna happen? So, Yamato stayed behind because, everybody thought Yamato was going to join the crew, but she stayed behind because she wanted to live like Odin. And Odin started in Wano, right? That's where he gained his following. So I think this is probably going to be the start of Yamato getting her own crew. You know what I'm saying? So we got Ulti and Page One might be joining forces, Pledge their allegiance to Yamato, and then that's how it's going to start. I think that's what's happening here. So cool. So yeah, that was the cover story. Now let's keep moving on. All right, next page. Hey, who are you? I'm guessing it's an intruder. An intruder? One of the human intruders who the castle guards couldn't handle. You're the ones who are kidnapping the children then. You dare call me a human? Oh yeah, they don't like being called humans. They're celestial dragons. They think they're gods. So yeah, that's an offensive term for them. Yeah, there we go. I just turned the page. We are gods. Gods? You sound like a Nell or the celestial dragons. What would gods want with the children of Elbaf? Yeah, what she said. Those are my friends. Tep. Where are you taking them? Give back my friends. Hold your tongue, boy. We'd prefer a simpler method, but is that the right page? Yeah. Hold your tongue, boy. Okay. We'd prefer a simpler method, but at that size, our options are limited, so we'll just have to walk. We will take them to the Holy Land via an appropriate route. The Holy Land, Marija? All right. Two separate sentences. The Holy Land? ? Exclamation. Marija? Are you a celestial dragon then? What? You mean those ugly, annoying... Wait. You don't look like the ones I'm thinking of. ... I suspect it's something above that. The Holy Knights. Brook, I feel like the older people in the crew, like Brook, Jinbei, they've been around for years. I mean, I don't even know how old Brook is anymore, or Jinbei, but they've been around forever. So, when it comes to the crew and knowledge, I think they're only second to Robin. Robin's obviously the smartest girl, the smartest person in the entire crew of Straw Hats. But after her, in terms of knowledge and life experience and all that, I think Jinbei and Brook are the ones you got to go to. Like, they're the ones that are going to have all this lore and history and understanding about, things that are probably unspoken of, taboo, whatever the heck, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, above that, the Holy Knights, the very same. Does that mean you're capturing all those kids who turn them into slaves? Hey, what's this arrow doing? You'll do no such thing. Zeus. Zeus. Did you call for me, Nami? Why does it keep chasing me? Get off. Thunder Shark. Tempo. Dang, dude, that's a sick looking attack. Looking like a shark, obviously. All right. Dang, looking nice. All right, very sick design. Kind of reminds me of Sharpedo a little bit, though. I don't know. Anyway, one day the world as we know it will cease to exist, or so we thought. Run, Nami. Look out. Eek. I'm sorry, Nami. ... It's me. What? You? Thank you, but A small number of humans realized it and warned the world of the dangers. Oh, that was a flashback from Clover, I think. I just saw Clover in here. I kind of missed it for a second. All right, so we got Usopp charging up with his slingshot. Kabuto, all right. Gunko looking unfazed. All right, what's he gonna do? Bullseye. Boom, explosion. Skull. You thought we'd be intimidated by celestial dragons? Ah, you don't have to be so gruesome. Gruesome. Usopp. I kind of mixed up the words a little bit. So she's kind of like fading away, like scattering away, like into the dust. But she's probably gonna rebuild here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to blow your upper half off. What? Crack, crack, crack. Huh? Blah. I felt bad for her, but the way she's regenerating is really gross. You're right. It's really creepy seeing someone come back to life. They remind me the way the way her half of her body got blown off, and it's like scattering into the wind, disappearing, whatever. And the way she's regenerating, it reminds me of the homunculus in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you watch that show, if you want, a great show. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Classic. But you know how the homunculus and Full Metal, when they're in a fight and they get injured or whatever, they could get like their arms ripped off or whatever the heck, greed, head blown off, whatever the heck, right? But then they just regenerate almost practically instant. So that's what it kind of reminded me of, like some type of homunculus power type of thing, philosopher's stone going on. But yeah. And now, and then Usopp screaming, it is unstoppable. No one can stop it. I had a feeling. These arrows are pointing toward the targets of her attacks. We've got this one, Usopp. It would be the height of folly. It would be the height of folly to take a hit as predicted. The countdown has begun. A vast war will ensue and drag the entire world into it. And which side the giants pledge their allegiance to will have a profound effect on the outcome of the war. The whole world at war? That would never happen. So you're trying to seize control of Elbaf in preparation for it? By taking children as hostages? What cheap cowardice. I perform my duty as commanded, but it could be all for nothing. The lives of a few children might as well be trash to me. Dang. I do not understand the concept of hostages. What's wrong with you? You got a few screws loose? I'll fight you. Dang, Colin's not scared. You gotta give it up to Colin. He's not scared. Need more water, probably. Next page. It's a long reading session, man. It's such a long reading session. I probably gotta be hydrating like every couple of pages or something, but I kind of save it in between chapters or something. Anyway, so Colin, all right, he's getting wrapped around by that freaking arrow. Dang, it's like a chokehold right now. Grapple, cough. Colin. 5,000 brick. What is that word? I don't know what that word. Gotta read more. Dang, a lot of action going on. Looks like Gunko's just okay. Oh crap! An arrow with Nami. Dang, she got wrecked. Got kicked. Nami. And it's like Usopp's throwing slingshots again. So sound effect. Take this. Gunko not phased, going in, arrow right to Usopp's face. Dang. Oh no, she got him with the knee. It's almost like the arrow was a distraction, you know what I'm saying? Like he's looking at the arrow, oh crap, I gotta avoid that, boom. Falcon punch or knee of justice right to the knee, freaking Sagat. Alright, next page. How's it looking? You all set up killing him? The means of communication are so inadequate in Elbaf. No kidding, but it seems like every village and important facility has its own transmission tool. No, Principal Tusk. Corner. Corner. Wait, what? Yeah, corner. Nice. Hard. Corner. What? Okay, anyway. Alright. Okay. Mr. Principal. I can't move. Yes, that's because your body has been slumbertized. Is that what it says? Slumbertized? Okay. It's this big one, right? I've never heard of a transponder pill bug. Try talking through the transponder snail summers. This should send it all across Elbath. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Hey, just give me a minute first, Kingham. He's almost down. And I saw his beat up too. This is the guy who should have died at Ohara. And he's huffing. He's freaking out of breath. Huff, huff. The former Vice Admiral. Huff. Robin, Chopper, don't come out. Stay hidden around the back of my head. The former Vice Admiral Saul. Okay. You gotta help. Rescue the children for me. You gotta. Get ha ha ha. Come on, fall forward. And down he goes. Gee, ha ha ha. Dang, dude. This is supposed to be traumatizing for Robin, you know. Freaking PTSD. She just reunited with him after like 20 years. And now reunion cut a little bit short. He's now on the ground at the mercy of the government, essentially. All right. Schools. Next panel. Schools, libraries. What kind of peace-loving nonsense is this? You people are warriors. You're going to use the vicious, violent power that once terrified the world in service to us as mercenaries. Isn't that right? Wait, what? Yeah, isn't that right, King Harold? And then stupid Harold had to go and screw it all up. And that's the end of the chapter. Okay, so you're going to use the vicious, violent power that once terrified the world in service to us. Okay, so there's a history with King Harold. All right. So, bit of a flashback type of thing going on. So, what do we got here? So, last panel says, schools, libraries, what kind of peace-loving nonsense is this? You people are warriors. You're going to use the vicious, violent power that once terrified the world in service to us as mercenaries. Okay, so Harold looks like, what's that guy's name from Dressrosa? The bald guy that clashed with Garp at some point, who had like a spiky head. Harold looks like him. Was it Don Chin-Jiao or something like that? I think I'm pretty sure it was Don Chin-Jiao. His scene with Luffy and the music playing in the Coliseum, that's pretty cool. Anyway, so it looks like I don't know, from what I'm gathering here, it basically they all just want the giants to go to war with them, you know what I'm saying? It seems like that's kind of like the history of what the giants do. I mean, they're the strongest people / creatures, whatever the heck, in the One Piece world. So to have them at their service as mercenaries, soldiers, whatever the heck, you know, in allegiance with them, yeah, they're going to be unstoppable. So that's kind of what I'm getting here, because he's going. You're going to use the vicious, violent powers that once terrified the world in service to us as mercenaries. Isn't that right, King Harold? And then we go back to present day, and Somers is all like, and then that stupid Harold had to go and screw it all up. So yeah, so there's definitely more background lore to this. The giant pirates, or giants in specific, and their strength, I really want to see the full scope of it. I mean, we know that they're clearly strong, but I want to see more of it, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's starting to take shape, you know what I'm saying? So that's interesting. Yeah. Wonder just how... Dang. Alright, so that was the end of chapter 1146. Let me go on to the next one. We're catching up. We're slowly catching up. Almost there. One Piece, chapter 1147. What We're Afraid Of. We got the cover story. Yamato, Golden Harvest. Volume 32. Thanked by Raizo, Daimyo of Udon. Not bad. Look at the Raizo. Look at Raizo. There he is. Nice. Next page. Stay hidden, Robin and Chopper. Question mark. I've seen him before. He's a holy knight. Huh? They're immortal. You can't beat him. Oh, okay. Good confirmation there. That's an interesting detail because up until now, the only immortal beings that we have known of are the five elders and Im. But okay, so the holy knights are immortal. Okay, so that means I wonder what the process to choose a holy knight is, because as far as we know, if I remember correctly, as far as we know, the only way to gain some type of immortality, eternal youth, whatever, whatever, is to use Law's devil fruit. I think you gotta awaken it or perform some. You got. I think it has to be awakened, and then you have a specific treasure or something in Marie-Joie that combined with Law's devil fruit can. There's like an internal use surgery, immortality surgery that can be done. The only drawback is that the user who performs it, I mean, the user who has the devil fruit dies. I'm pretty sure that's the catch. So I wonder if every holy knight went through this procedure, because I guarantee you the elders did, Emu probably did. So I'm assuming it's logical to assume that the holy knights probably went through that entire thing as well. Unless Eam could just grant immortality and take it away. I mean, I don't think that'd be too far fetched or like too crazy of an idea, because she basically killed Saturn. After Saturn failed his mission in Vegapunk's island, Egghead Island, she basically, from far away, from the distance, from her throne room, whatever the heck, she basically just killed the guy. He disappeared into like bones, basically. Sucked the life out of him, the spirit, the soul. He friggin' withered away, and all that was left at the end was bones. His skeleton, I'm pretty sure that friggin' disintegrated too. So I'm wondering, anyway. Yeah, let's keep reading. So they're immortal. You can't beat them. Hide and wait for your chance to save the kids. I guess that means there were two survivors of Ohara. The Navy sure did a sloppy job. That's right. That's right. So back in the day, I mean, prior to this confirmation, for the government at least, they believe that Nico Robin was the only survivor of Ohara. But now we got Saul, who's obviously number two. So two out of who knows? Two survivors of Ohara out of so many people. That weren't supposed. I'm not counting the government like Aokiji or Ake, or whatever the heck. The people who performed it, I don't count them in terms of people who got targeted. So you got Robin and Saul. Not to mention that Saul preserved a lot of the knowledge of Ohara, of the books, and now they're in Elbaf. So that's probably why their holy knights are here. I mean, they might have suspected. I'm expecting another Buster Call, to be honest. Honestly, I'm suspecting another Buster Call. I feel like we're at that point in the series where every island that the Straw Hats touch, make landfall on, step foot on, I feel like every island is just going to be subject to a potential Buster Call. Like if that's what the point we're in the story. But moving on, there's a lot of giving my thoughts a lot instead of reading, but it's all good. And that's how we do things here. All right, so he's like exclamation huh? Gunko, you caught the Straw Hat crew then. You want to take them with us? Don't be stupid, Sommers. Are you two trying to make Straw Hat Luffy furious? Let's just fulfill the mission and go home. It's crazy that even among the government, and these guys are holy knights, celestials, holy knights, they kind of don't want to mess with the emperors, with the Yonko. I mean, look at him. He's all like, hey, are you, don't be stupid, Sommers. Like, are you trying to make Straw Hat Luffy furious? Let's just fulfill the mission and go home, unbothered. But we'll see what happens. Let's see, next page. Poor Saul's been tormented, and we let Colin get kidnapped. How could you let this happen, Jinbei? Stop shouting. I'm trying to come up with a plan. What are these powers anyway? That chick is scary. I thought I was gonna die. I feel like there's something about that woman, however. Maybe it's just my imagination. And then, Brook screaming, ah, yeah, it's her. The zombie girl, dude. Gunko right in his face. Dang, dude. Gunko stepping on Brook. Dang, GG. Look at that. Freaking Oda made sure to include that angle. Nice shot, nice shot. Gunko stepping on Brook. Dang. I wish. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. I know Brook likes it. He's all about that. So let's go on. Let me just focus on the reading here. Brook, listen up, you, huh? I want you to write songs for me. Wait. I want you to write songs for me for the rest of your life. You're going to be my slave. Huh? What does she know about Brook? Wait, hold on. Why am I... Okay. There's, I don't know why it didn't hit me the last chapter or whatever the heck when she was on her headphones listening. Brook is a famous star now. He's a famous musician. You know, I was saying that, like, who other than Uta is really worldwide, known worldwide in the One Piece world? I was like, is there any other? And then I did mention Brook. I'm like, Brook, Brook was just in a small band. He's in his crew. He's the musician for the Straw Hats now. I don't know why it completely didn't even cross my mind that during the time skip he actually became a freaking mega music star, rock star. Soul King Brook, dude. I got his poster right behind me. You could kind of see it a little bit over there. Whatever the heck. How did I... Okay. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of upset because I was all like, oh, dang, maybe she's listening to freaking Uta's song. She was all like, I'm listening to New World. And I got to be honest, the name of the song didn't ring a bell. I don't know if Brook's music has ever been named, and if it has, it didn't ring a bell because it's probably been so long and I haven't really looked back at that yet. So I gotta admit, I'm kind of disappointed. Like, oh man, dude, I thought it was Uta on the radio. She's gonna make an appearance here in the story at some point, but she might have just been listening to Brook. I mean, probably. I mean, look what Nami says. She says, what? Does she know about Brook's music? A celestial dragon who's a fan of Soul King? Yeah, so she was listening to Brook. Sounds like a nightmare of a fan. Knock it off, Gunko. I don't want to fight with one of the 4 emperors either. Let's just do our job and go. You know, again, going back to that 4 emperors thing, how the government doesn't even really want to mess with them. These guys are strong. These holy knights are strong, but even they don't want to kind of like... I feel like it's not that they're scared to do it. They probably just don't have the orders to, obviously. And whatever fight they would have is probably going to destroy the land or casualties or whatever. And then also, they probably already heard about or Saturn. I have no doubt that they've heard and realized what happened to Saturn, that if they fail in their mission or disobey orders or whatever the heck, then is just going to take them out. And if they are in fact immortal, then they are free to do whatever the heck they want until says enough. You failed me, you suck, you're not doing your job, whatever, here, give me back my life or whatever the heck. So I feel like that's also what's kind of holding them back a little bit. Anyway, keep reading. I'm quite sorry, young lady, but from the day that Captain Straw Hat Luffy bestowed me my second life, I have been dedicated to no one but him. That's right. What if I said I would kill you? I would rather die than live without honor. Dang, this guy's real. Look out, Brook. Oh crap, she going in? What? Brook. Are we good now, Killingham? Yeah. Go ahead. Next page. Check. Can you hear me, Elbaf? Come in, warriors of Elbaf. Who's that? What message is this? I'm sure you're all busy scrambling to deal with the strange events unfolding around you. That was our doing. I am a dagger sent straight from sacred Marijua. I am Samers of the Holy Knights. Craftsman Village, Southeast Sun World, Marijua. So he's from the world government? Why would they do this? Captains, they're sending them this message all over Elbaf, as I'm sure. So they've revealed who they are? Are the children safe? And then Huntsman Village, Northwest Elbaf. I really like it in One Piece when a message of importance is broadcast all over, like the country, the world, the island they're on, and you get like different perspectives, like it's coming from different perspectives of different scenes of characters. I like that. I like how they do that. It's pretty sick. It makes it feel a lot more important. You know what I'm saying? All right. As I'm sure you've realized, all over Elbaf, we have taken 10 of your children as hostages. On top of that, we have reduced an orange-bearded man to a bloody mess for the crime of pursuing us from the school in an attempt to free the children. That's Jaguar D. Saul, GG. Mr. Saul? In other words, while you blindly assumed that someone else was going to do the rescuing for you, the children have continued to march towards the goal. Saul, no. The game's only getting started. It's just a shame that we can't use video. Can you name all the children who marched out of here? Of course. Then let's let their parents know that it's time for the twerps to wake from their dream. Hey, how come we're just marching along like this? Where are we going? I don't know, but we're already far away. That's not true. This is branch 8. We're on the way back. Yeah, but we can't control our feet. Why can't we go home then? I want to see mommy. I want to see daddy. We're kidnapped. It means we can't see them. What? Stop whining. And they're crying. Stop whining. I'm here. And unlike you crybaby weaklings, I'm a warrior. Ah, then we got the monsters here. A monster. Go. Save us, Colin. Yeah. There you going, man. All right. It sounds like they took out Saul. Turn us around. We need to go save the kids. But captains, there's a hole in the bilge. I gotta read more. And we've got broken oars. Damn it! What kind of freakish beast is that? I don't know. It's some sort of woman monster. It kind of looks like my wife. Oh, is that gonna be like the mom? You know, one kid was all like, "My mom's the scariest." Looks kind of like my wife. Or dang, his wife. Watch out, she's gonna beat you over the head. That other one looks like my wife. Wait, these monsters all came from the children's worst fears, right? And your wife is Bent's mom? That's right. So Bent was asked to imagine what he was most afraid of, and the answer was mommy. Dang. Yeah, we do get. Dude, she looking like you know when Big Mom was starving in Whole Cake, you know, oh dude, I hated that. Honestly, that part in One Piece was so stretched out. It did not need to be that long. When Big Mom was all like, wedding cake, you know, freaking chasing the wedding cake through her home turf and the ocean. She got on the cloud on freaking Zeus and it was all like, wedding cake, freaking getting skinny as heck. I gotta be honest, that was way too dragged out. Especially in the anime. Back then, I wasn't reading the manga because I only picked up the manga after Whole Cake Island ended in the anime. And then after that, I started reading the manga because I was all like, man, dude, like, F this, dude. I just want to figure out what's going on right now. I don't want to get spoiled. But that thing in the anime was brutal. It was so long. It was unneeded. They could have cut it down. Back to the reading. So, yeah, it's this kid's mom. Mommy, they're saying, rah. Wait, what? That's our worst fear, too. Okay. Yeah, we can't fight. Our morale's getting hammered. I'm sorry for always going out drinking, dear. I'm sorry for forgetting to take out the trash, dear. I'm sorry for eating the honey cake that was for the guests. Captains, they're ripping off the island clouds. We're gonna fall. Gee ha ha ha. The giant pirates ship has crashed. So much for their bluster. Some of those sleeping. Some of those sleep tids were real beasts. The kids' chances of rescue are dwindling by the minute. Now, Beard Hill Jarul. Warrior of legend, it's time for us to talk. You mean Dory and Brogy are down? With no king on the throne, you're the boss around here. Oh, and that's why he's like, okay, yeah, they're down. You must be joking. The giant pirates Svar just crashed. I hope they're all right. Let's hurry. Our goal here is quite simple. To make you giants. to make you giants our slaves in battle. The next step is to find out how effective these kids will be as hostages. I bet you're all wondering whose kids our 10 hostages are, huh? I got a little diagram here. You got Frankie and Ripley in this section, Giant Pirate, Story, Brogy, Mr. Ya, Gabon, Jarul, Castle, 10 children walking, Saul and Straw Hat Pirates, and that Library School, Angie, Tusk, and Killingham. Okay. So Killingham was the principal, and Angie, Gunko, and Sommers are with the Straw Hats. In this map, I'm not seeing Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, but that's to be expected in this. Okay, just studying the map there. These are the names of the children who were kidnapped. First up, Ilva. Wow, Ilva, my granddaughter's granddaughter. Chief Jarul. Next, Scaldi. Is there anything we can do for ourselves? Olav. It's a dream. It's all a dream. That's my grandson, Captain. Ow. Karen. I always have the worst luck. Is it Karen or Karin? Whatever the Street Fighter girl's name is from 5, this is her. I'm going to say Karen. Mag. I'm supposed to be strong, but I can't stop. Ronja. Don't worry. It'll all work out. Dude, this girl, she's just a freaking big smile on her, say, freaking gap, tooth missing. She looking positive, like, oh, I'm in this situation. Don't worry, it'll all work out. Dang, dude, GG. Why did it have to be my child? Branch 8, right? I'm on my way. Bent. Mommy's gonna yell at me. Joanna. At least you have presence. At least you have parents. For some reason, I was gonna read that as Johanna because of like J-O-Hannah. But it's Joanna. And then she's all like, at least you have parents. At least you have parents, emphasis. Bjorn. Can't at least I be saved? This guy looks older than all of them. That makes 9, but just now, hoping to save his friends. Did you just say what I think you did, Bjorn? Sorry. A little warrior named Colin showed up to join the group. So that makes 10. Yeah, that makes 10. What? Colin? Did you hear that, Ripley? Our son's a hero. Now's not the time for... And now, our commands. Heed them closely, Elbaf. So we're going to see what they're going to be blackmailing them with, or whatever the heck. Alright, hear them closely, Elbaf. Let's move. Your school is completely useless in war, and your library is packed full of pointless records of the past. You will burn them down right now and swear fealty to us. If you do not, we will eliminate the brats one at a time. Dang, dude, they're getting blackmailed hard. Like, dang, help us. And then they're all shocked. What are they talking about? We know where the kids are. Let's go save them. I want to smash these guys. You have to make the call, Chief Jarul. Me? No, wait. Please. It's too cruel. The school is a symbol of Elbaf's current state of peace, and the library is full of Elbaf's ancient history as well as knowledge of the world saved through the sacrifice of Ohara scholars. It's a fortune that belongs to more than just Elbaf. Calm down, lady. No, Robin, you can't. Yeah, Robin's probably gonna take action. Please, Mr. Ya, you got it. Dang, dude, holy moly. I won't let them do this, and we got Gabon and Robin going to action. Like, they're stepping up front line, dude. It makes sense because, obviously, Gabon being the left hand of Goldie Roger, he knows the whole truth of the world. He knows it all. So he knows the importance of what happened in the past, what's going on presently, and how it's going to affect the future. Then Nico Robin, survivor of Ohara, with all the studying she's done. The scholars are basically her family, Clover, whatever the heck. Yeah, she's not going to sit by and let this all go to waste, all these efforts of the scholars. So that's their legacy, dude. That's how they're living on. They're dead. They're in death right now. But their words are living on and you know, waiting to be discovered and deciphered. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's not gonna let that fly. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be interesting. Honestly, pretty good team up, Gabon and Robin. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that 100%. All right, all right. So now we go on to, that was the end of chapter 1147. Let's go on to the next one, 48. Let's go. All right, so we got One Piece chapter 1148, Ranja. That's one of the giant girls, right? Then we got the cover story. Oh man, dude, my voice is starting to go. Yamato Golden Harvest 33, volume 33. Onward to Hakumai to deliver an Amigasa hat from Otama to Kawamatsu. Okay. Next page. Ah, my legs are moving on their own. Ranja. Ranja? Where are you going? You're gonna fall. Ranja. What's going on? It's weird, huh? But I'm fine, Ilva. Don't worry. I'll be just fine. I know it. It's no big deal, dude. Freaking smile on her face. Does she not? It's creepy. And not creepy, but it reminds me of the smile fruit from the people in Elbaf. Like, no matter what type of emotion they felt, they were just smiling and laughing. It's kind of, now I'm wondering, like, did she eat a smile? Like, is she actually scared, but all she can say is that? Or maybe not, because if she had eaten a smile, she would be like, I'm scared, but still smiling. Yeah, maybe that's just, she's built different. I don't know. No, big Ranja. Huff, huff, ah. Come back, Ranja. It's the underworld down there. The first one is all set up to plummet Sommers. Good. Patch it in so that all of Elbaf can hear the little twerp's voice. She's looking kind of frail. Yeah, she's looking a little... Her mood's changed. I mean, look at how she's drawn. Kind of shook. Shiver, shiver, yeah. Now, if we don't hear your decision within 30 seconds, the first one of your kids gets pushed off. Beard Hill your rule. You need to give the orders to your school teacher. Tell her to light the school and library on fire. You're not going to do it. It's so cruel. Chief Jarul. That library holds the words of people across thousands of years of history. What do you mean? Obviously, lives come first. The conditions ain't the real issue. This is a massive turning point for Elbaf. Will we bend the knee? Will we bend the... can't even talk. Will we bend the knee to them or not? I don't know why that was so hard to get out. Words. You want to let our children die just to prove a point? Isn't there anyone else around there? You have to stop this preposterous game. You, stay here, Chopper. What? We shouldn't fight without knowing for certain what their powers can do. But what are you gonna... I can't hold back the emotions that are running through me. Yeah. Honestly, if they let Robin go all out, she'd be a killer. I mean, she could friggin' snipe people with her hands, just crack their back, break their back. I think she did to spawn them. Although it seems like he's doing okay. He healed nicely. I feel like, yeah, like Robin, if she didn't hold back, or if Oda didn't want to make her hold back, she could be a freaking lethal threat. But I guess you could say her her greatest weapon is her mind. You know what I'm saying? Like her brain. She's smart. Like that, you know, it's more valuable for her to, you know, not risk that. I guess what I'm trying to say, I don't know. Continuing in the reading, you're going to kill children? Question mark. ... Are you literally insane? Even the worst, most vicious criminals across the world don't take children hostage. Gihahaha. Did I ask for the opinions of insects? Why you? Oh, and why you? He sounded like he was gonna say like why I oughta. Dude, freaking like old cartoons. I'll go 2 Frankie. Sorry, just kind of reading the, not reading, but kind of just looking at the art here. So I'll go 2 Frankie. Thanks, you'll be a big help. We'll join the fight as well, split into 2 groups. One to fight the monsters and one to save the children. Take up your weapons. Hurry to branch route 8. Get in your ships to branch 8, to branch 8. Also, if you do choose to burn the school and library, you are forbidden from removing a single book from them. You see, what we want to burn down is your culture and your history. I mean, yeah. I mean, that really is what it comes down to. Yeah. And then here comes Robin. 100 flores. Right, 100 flowers. Yeah, dude, she got him. She got Summers. Smacked him right in the chin. That could be a KO. You know, chin is vulnerable. If you don't have a good chin, weak chin, that's a KO right there. Cruspedia, or whatever the heck. Yeah, she got him. Spot on. Square. I wonder how that would work, though. Like, if they were, let's say they were to successfully burn down all the books or the library or whatever, like the school. Since Lilith is still in the picture, you know, the Vegapunks, they technically know. I mean, because he memorized everything, right? I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Like, he went to Elbaf, read every single book, and freaking memorized it. Although Punk... Alright, I don't want to think about that too much. Let me keep reading. It's getting good. Alright, next page, or next panel. Robin. Oof. Oh, Robin's alright. Be careful. We still don't know what makes them tick. Yes, I'm aware of that. Cuatro mano. Ugh. I know you're Nico. Raw. Dang, dude. She just clutched. Cuatro mano. Clutch? Dang, dude. She's snapping his back. That's what I'm saying, dude. She could, like, freaking KO these guys, dude. Look at that. Yes, Robin. I heard cracking. They're immortal. You can't beat them. I guess they're immortal, but they could still get hurt, right? Like, incapacitated for a little bit, you know, like, whatever the heck. Could still get hurt, stalling for a bit, I guess. And then he's all like, ahem, can you hear me, Elbaf? You've got 20 seconds until the kid falls. Damn it, he's a zombie too, huh? Robin's still going in. Hey, what is this all about? Are you in love with me or something? Interrupted, huh? Dang. What? You jumped off? You got a death wish? I'm down for love, but not a lover's leap. Robin, what are you doing? Is she going down with him? I'm well aware that you're immortal and have thorn-based powers, but as long as I remove those invisible thorns, we can save the children. Oh yeah? So you deduce that knocking me down below will put the kids outside the range of my powers. You're a clever woman. I mean, that's true. Hey, that's smart, because I think that's, you know, range effective. Holy crap. Wait, I was going to say, I mean, I got shocked there for a second. Robin got impaled, but it wasn't actually Robin. She's kind of like a flower decoy. Yeah, there we go. There we go. She thought it's 2 steps ahead. She disappeared. That conniving vixen is set me up. Let's go, man, dude. That was sick, dude. GG. Robin, that was so cool. You were amazing. Heart emoji is in the bubble. Even the knife can't cut through this. So we can't undo these without deactivating that woman's powers. 10 seconds left. His voice. Uh-oh. Time to speak up, Jarul. I can't, every time I say his name or read his name, say his name, freaking Joe Henry. I can't believe it. Anyway, Jarul, Chief Jarul. I think of freaking Dave Chappelle's, his joke. Where is Ja? You seen that one? That was pretty funny. Anyway, let's keep going to the reading, dude. All right, so make sure he hears the kid's voice, Gunko. Say something. ... Chief Jarul, what I want to say is, Ranja, I love the school. It's where my friends are. Run. That's my daughter. That's my daughter, Ranja. I love the library too. We're coming to save you. The books tell you about places all around the world. The teachers at school taught me this lesson. You mustn't cause trouble for other people. You mustn't do things that make them upset. If we lose the school and library in order to stop me from falling off the branch, that would be really sad and make everyone up. Is she gonna die for real? Okay, if we lose the school and library in order to stop me from falling off the branch, that would be really sad and make everyone upset. So I think I should fall instead. Don't worry, Chief Jarul. I'll be alright. I'm a lucky girl. I bet everything will turn out fine, dude. It's like she's accepted that she's gonna die, and she's like perfectly okay with, you know, taking the jump if it means to save the library. She's crying now, dude. I'm a lucky girl. I bet everything will turn out fine. 2. They're counting down. 1. Angie, set fire to the school? Oh crap, dude. He made the command. Angie set fire to the school. Chief Jarul. Oh crap, what's gonna happen? Burn down the library. I got the owl up top. She actually didn't do it. She's crying. Yes, sir. Gee, ha ha ha. I like that look on you, Nico Robin. Don't you dare. Run, Robin. Do something. Ah. Zoom. Oh crap, he got sliced. Look at that. Hand cut off. Ah, huh? What? It's not coming back. Been a while, eh? Scopper Gabon. Dang, dude, look at that. Yeah, he looks intense, dude. There we go. So now okay, Scopper Gabon. Been a while, eh? Dude, look at the fury in this guy's face. I like you could only see like the right side of his face, but you could tell the fury. It was very well expressed drawing here, dude. Dang, he got freaking... Did he just make him into a Shanks, basically? He cut off his arm. And he's surprised that it's not growing back. He's all like, what? It's not coming. It's not regenerating. Some type of hockey, probably. Hey, yo, dude. Gabon coming in clutch, dude. This is going to be great because now I think we're probably going to be getting... I assume... it's probably going to be his chance to actually shine, you know, like actually show us what he's all about, because his little sparring session with Luffy... It was just a tease. Not even. I wouldn't even call it that. But now fighting someone of his level, of like a Holy Knight, plus with him being mad about what they're doing, maybe the next chapter is going to be of him basically going in and kind of you know, turning the momentum in our favor, you know, momentum shift. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. But Gabon looks sick, as we already know what Rayleigh can do. But let me see what Gabon can do. He's going to be sick too as well. All right, so that was the end of chapter 1148. Let's go on to the next one. All right, here we go. So we got a cover story to start off, or a color spread, I should say, unique art. Botakuri Maid Cafe. We got Nami, Robin, Bonnie, Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, Lilith, Vegapunk. Hey, I like the expression that Vegapunk Lilith is doing. Look at that. Very nice. I like her color design. We got some type of sheep-looking thing go over here. Looking like he's from Catherine. One Piece Hard Eyes, or One Piece. Why is Bonnie... I just noticed this. Bonnie is holding a rip stone. An R.I.P. tombstone type of thing. You know how I said that sometimes these things foreshadow things? I hope that's not foreshadowing or teasing or hinting that maybe Bonnie or Kuma could die in the future. I don't think Bonnie would die. Kuma's more likely to die in the story. In fact, I kind of expect him to. I just don't want it to happen. It's still going to be sad. He already died once, technically. But I want him to regain his consciousness and live out his life. He needs justice. But what I'm trying to say here is Bonnie is holding that R.I.P. in her left arm the same way that Kuma holds his Bible in his left arm. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's not like hinting at the future death of Kuma. Like, I hope not. I might be looking too much into it, but you never know with Oda and One Piece. Never know with the story what you're going to get. So overall, good color spread. I like the art. So One Piece chapter 1149, 1 second. Oh, what? Everybody's shocked. Nami, Jinbei, Usopp, Robin, Brook. Who is that? Oh, right. They haven't met. Yeah. Hold up. Who is that? God, it worked on him? How? What did he do? I'm rusty. I love it, dude. He was able to take down a Holy Knight, inflict actual damage on him, and, like, not let him regenerate. And he's all like, man, dude, I'm rusty. Like, dude, that's how confident he is, dude. That's crazy, dude. He's an old man now. He has that much strength, but he's rusty as AF, according to him. That's impressive. All right, he's twisting. Going back. Thorn Salutation, or Salation, whatever the heck. All right, they're going at it. Okay. Gabon versus Sombras. Here we go. Cuff. Mountain Eater. What are you doing in Elbaf? Let's not get bogged down with boring questions. Yeah, with boring questions, right? What? You met him at the castle? Yeah, he was totally pushing Luffy and Zoro around. He's the father of the boy at the school named Colin. That old man is? If I didn't mishear, he might be Scopper Gaban. He's the left arm of the king of the pirates. The counterpart to Rayleigh. What is he doing? What's he doing in the land of giants? His attacks are doing damage. But how? I can't move, but I can still help from a distance. Don't do it, Robin. He uses thorns of iron. Your hand-to-hand blows aren't suited for fighting him. Thorn Hunt and Crimson Lotus Hell. Watch your step. There's no safe passage. Listen, I'm in a hurry. Come on then. Yeah, come on then. He says. Dang, dude, he just freaking Axe Symphony cut him in half. Holy moly, dude. You can look at the hockey coming out of that. Dang, dude. Hey, Gaban looks sick. Hey, he's hurt. Whoa, look out. Dang, dude. I'm coming, Colin. What? He beat him. Star. Okay. Where are you going, Chopper? Ow, ouch, ouch. How is he able to slice up a guy who's immortal? That's got to be a crucial secret. That's got to be a crucial secret. Okay, what is this panel here? It's just art. Okay, it's just the kid sleeping, knocked out. Okay, well done. Boom. Hey, dude, it's actually going up in flames. Oh, crap, dude. Actually? Well, good. Well done. Yeah. Oh, crap. You have proven yourself obedient. I was hoping that it would get cut off and it wouldn't happen after that whole incident, but dang. That's all we needed to see. I'll take care of the other building. Yeah, he got a freaking fire arrow pointing at it. No. You think this can be saved? I hope it could be saved. Phew. Wah ha ha ha. Look at it burn. The library. Dang, Robin is heartbroken, dude. Saul is heartbroken, too. Dude, I'm upset. I'm actually upset. I have my hopes. I'm crossing my fingers that the library is going to be saved and it's going to be preserved. I want to see the freaking history. I mean, Robin, dude, okay. Library. No, it's not your fault, Chief Jarul. The words of our forefathers. All of our history. ... This is Killingham. The fire is burning. Come back, child. Why aren't you happy? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm still alive. I'm sorry that everything's burning. No, Ranja. Because of me. It's not your fault, Ranja. Dang, man, dude. That sucks. Dude, she's feeling guilty for all this, man. Dang. Because of me. Culture, history, children, troops. You don't have the right to take any of these things away. A crewmate of the King of the Pirates? You realize that resistance means the death of these hostages. Oh, it's Mr. Ya. Colin, Mr. Ya is here, huh? He came to save us. There we go. Don't speak up, Colin. Don't do it. Daddy, you just did it like that, alright? Daddy, that's my daddy, everybody. Guess what? He's stronger than anyone. He's gonna save us. He's gonna save us all. Yay! And then Gunko can't believe it. She's just glancing like, man. Yeah, he wasn't gonna be able to control that. I mean, he's happy to see his dad again saving the day. He's gonna call out to his dad. You know, now Gaban's relationship is exposed. How's this gonna play out? Okay. Ah, no. So you don't mind if I kill him? That's what I take from your response. This is my final chance. There's still time to put out the fire in the library. I can save the children and Elbaf in the process, as long as it's instant. Hang in there, Colin. Give me 1 second. You're a big, strong boy now. Dang, it's getting intense. Oh crap. Okay, Daddy. I'm a warrior. So beat this creep. Be strong if you get hurt. I'll make sure you survive. A life once lost will never return. Look out, Colin. Okay, Gaban. There's a mini flashback going on. I still, dude, the fact that he managed to have a son with her? That's crazy. I still don't. How does that work in One Piece? It's still a mystery. Has anybody asked Oda that? Hey man, like, how did the size difference work? So you got this really short, regular sized man, probably taller than normal, versus and this giant woman, like literally a giant. Holy man, then the kid's big. A freaking Neptune and Otohime, Odin and Toki. Dude, it's crazy, dude. Has Oda. Anyway, moving on. We got a flashback going on. This is our son, Mr. Ya. He's so adorable and huge. What a gift you've given me, Ripley. My lifelong treasure. Okay. Please be safe, Colin. Okay. Oh, crap, dude. Is he getting cut? Oh, I have to put a stop to this before things spiral out of control. Did he just... Holy moly, what the heck happened? He should cutting him? Oh, crap, dude. What the heck? Ah. Dude, that does not look good. I'll be strong. Oh, no, Colin. Don't do it. I yield. No way. I'm sorry, Elbaf. Feeble, frail thing. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, Colin. It must have hurt. I'm sorry. Holy crap, dude. Dang, that sucks. Daddy? Daddy. Colin, he's falling down. Dang, dude. Daddy? Dang. Ooh, crap, dude. You know what's messed up is that, so what he's seeing here is Gabon's observation hockey, right? Because obviously he has a high level of it. So that's, you know, oh, that sucks so bad because, like, it's like he wants to save the library, preserve the documents, the school. But just by him seeing his son be, essentially get his head taken off, you know, future sight in hockey, that was enough, dude. That sucks, dude. It looks so real, too, though, dude. Like, dang, man. I mean, dang, dude. Wow. Daddy, Mr. Ya. Keep on calling for him Daddy. Father. What's going on with Gunko? What is this memory? Yo. Oh, no way. Oh, dude, I just gotta chill. Hold up. No way, hold up. No, hold up. Let me reread this. Let me run it back. Let me run it back from the top of this panel. Hold up. Daddy, Mr. Ya, so all their kids are seeing it. And then Gunko's just looking at him fall. And she's kind of like hearing just the words. You know, ER. Father is what, you know, the word. And then, Father. You know, crying out, Father. And that triggers a memory in Gunko. Her eyes, look, question mark, exclamation. Her eyes get wide. And then she's all like, what is this memory? No way. This is a young Gunko. Is that Brook? Who else has that laugh in the series of One Piece? Nobody. Oh my geez, dude. I just gotta chill. Hold up. So Gunko's like, what is this memory? Flashback. Young Gunko, little kid, dancing hand in hand with an... That's Brook. Look at the laugh. Yo ho ho. Huff. Well, it's my dream to be a pirate, you see. That is crazy. If that's true... I mean, Brook is old as heck, dude. Even when he died in human form, he was already old. Dang. Oh, crap, dude. Hold up. The resemblance is on... Let me... Brook and Gunko are about to have some type of insane emotional backstory. And remember, a couple chapters ago when... what chapter was it? A couple chapters? Whatever the heck, when Gunko was in front of Brook? No, even before that. Brook was kind of talking to himself, but speaking out loud. kind of like saying this to the Straw Hats, but more so speaking to himself. He was all like, "Did that girl look familiar?" I'm like, it must just be my imagination. And now we got this panel. Holy moly, dude! This is crazy. Hold up, the resemblance is uncanny. Think of a way to escape. Oh, pardon me. Brook. Are you Brook? What is taking so long? How? Great Emu. Oh crap, what's going on? Is Emu talking? At this moment, the Holy Land is a sea of fire. We need greater numbers. What happened to her? She looks so scary now. Whoa, hold up. Oh my, no way. Hold up. Allow Mu to show you the dominance of God. And that's the end of chapter 1149. There is no way this is real. Hold up. This last whole page or panel was insane. Hold up. Is Gunko Im? Hold up. The resemblance is uncanny. Think of ways. Whoa, oh, no way, dude. No way. That's no way, man, dude. I'm done, dude. Hold up. The resemblance is uncanny. Think of a way to escape. Yeah, because what's happening here is Gunko is all like, Brook, starts kind of like huffing and puffing, huff, huff, whatever the heck. Are you Brook? And she starts to run. And then it's like, sound effect, like it's basically like she got mind possessed, mind control. And then she's kind of like struggling, And then Killingham is all like, Great Emu senses her presence. What is taking so long? At this moment, the Holy Land is a sea of fire. We need greater numbers. Holy crap, dude. This is so weird. That's insane because, so what's going on here? So Gunko can't be Im, right? What if Im is simply just able to imagine Gunko actually was Im? That'd be crazy. Like, imagine she was Im in her, like a human form. Like that's how she presents herself to the world, to keep her actual identity secret. But what I'm thinking is going on here. I mean, look at their eyes, dude. Hold up. Gunko's eyes. Hold on, let me go back in this. Hold up. Gunko's eyes are normal, and now, after this last panel, her eyes are freaking have like the circle in between and circle, whatever the heck type of thing. I don't know, man. Dude, I think what's going on here is probably that Im can control people from afar, or maybe and here's the thing. I don't think that's crazy because if she's able to give immortality to people like the five elders, some of her essence, some of Emu's essence, powers, whatever the heck, are inside of these individuals. So if the Holy Knights are immortal as well, it's not crazy to think that Emu can just overtake their body, whether it's Killingham or Gunko or whoever. She could probably take over somebody's body. So I think what's going on here, the way I'm making sense of this is that Emu is preventing Gunko from approaching Brook because she's probably gonna. It's almost like she's this close. Gunko's like this close to unlocking a key memory from her childhood, and she doesn't want the connection between her and Brook. It doesn't want to be made. She doesn't want that to happen. So I think what happened here is that Emu took control of her and is essentially kind of using her as like a vessel. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, Gunko's body is basically a vessel for Emu's actual spirit or personality, and right now it's kind of like shining through. You know what I'm saying? So if what's crazy about this is that effectively Emu is in Elbaf at the moment in some way or form or capacity, at least through Gunko. That is actually crazy. That's insane. As crazy as that is, though, What blew my mind is that panel right there. The panel of Gunko going wide-eyed, and then she's all like, what is this memory? And then we get a little girl in silhouette, a tall man with an afro in silhouette, music notes, dancing, and of course the famous yo ho 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 quote. That's Brook 100%. That is crazy. So what is Brook to Gunko? Because like, did he have a family? Is this actually his biological daughter? Is it like an adoptive daughter type of thing, like Shanks and Uta? Is she a stray that was just part of the crew, kind of like how Fisher Tiger and the Fishmen took in Koala, saved her from a life of slavery? What's the deal? Like, what this could be? This could go any number of possibilities, any number of ways. You got no idea what's gonna happen. That's insane, though, dude. That panel, not even kidding, it actually gave me chills, dude. That's crazy, man. That's actually crazy. That is crazy, dude. Holy moly, dude. I'm gonna go get more water because my throat is like I've been reading and talking out loud for so long. I'm gonna go get more water, and I believe there is one more chapter that is here. So I'll read that, and after that, I'll be officially caught up. So give me a 1 sec. I'll be back. I'm gonna get some more water. One Piece, chapter 1150. Domi Reversal. I don't know. Anyway, that's the name of the chapter. Latest chapter just got released, and we got the Ogre Child Yamato, Pilgrimage, whatever the heck. Volume 34. Yasui's sword is laid to rest at Enma Shrine in Hakumai. Pilgrimage complete. Oh, okay. Hey, that's the end of Yamato's story, huh? I mean, it says pilgrimage complete, so that must mean next chapter we're gonna get maybe a new cover story, probably. I would assume. Anyway, dude, let me get into this last chapter was crazy, dude. Like, I cannot believe that what I just read. I honestly, let me get into the reading. Well, it's got to be like right now. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a big page to start off. How do we do this? I don't want to miss anything. Okay, there we go. All right. The children. Thank God they're all right. What does that say? Bargai? Bargai. My daddy was pushed down into the realm of the dead. What? Yasan fell? That mean lady did it. Watch out, Dad, Mama. She's floating. You must have been scared. Let's get you away quick, or whatever the heck. Cut off. Yeah, he got cut off, interrupted, I think. Yeah. What? Huh? What? This is mayhem. Dang, dude, look at this power. Holy moly, dude. Honestly, part of me is debating, like, this video is, like, already so long. I'm wondering if I should cut up 11, last chapter and this chapter, and make them together, because it seems to flow really well. I don't know. We'll see, though. This is mayhem. Dang, man, dude. Holy moly. Holy moly. Hold up, let me, okay. Finicky website. Oh, and then the caption, I didn't read that. The adults have arrived. Okay. Yeah, man, dude, look at this power. That's straight up hockey coming out. Electricity, holy moly. Whoa, oi. Jarul. Oh, crap, that's a pentagram. Hold up. Jolt. I shan't permit a rebellion. She looks sick, dude. Look at that. Is this all your dream demons amount to? What is that? Killing him? Okay, yeah. Dang, dude. Why this smoke piece looks like a seahorse there, like a horsey or something. Hey, Gunko's design looks sick. She looks tight. Yeah, the wings kind of remind me of Magellan a little bit. Dang, dude, that's okay. Not at all, my lord. There are still... Yeah, so right now, Killingham is addressing Gunko, not as Gunko, but as Eam. So I really do think that she just got possessed. I don't know. Like, did she get possessed, or is this actually Eam? I want to say... let me keep reading. Not at all, my lord. There are still many nightmare fissures left open. These monsters were born from the nightmares of this island. They are creatures made from dreams with no concept of death. I can't revive them at any time. Oh, I can revive them at any time. I just need to give the signal. Summers, shepherd those urchins, whatever the heck, yeah. At once, my lord. Huff, huff, he's still alive? The one in the sky is the woman from earlier, right? She's barely recognizable. Where are Luffy and the others now? Well, now, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji should be there with Hajradin and his crew. This is the worst time they could have chosen to go to the realm of the dead. Huh? What are you doing, Robin? I can't just sit here and do nothing. It's unbearable. It is imperative that we establish a suitable authority, one capable of striking a proper ransom for those adolescents. It's just as you say, my lord. What do you do with the country that has no king? Damn you, Gabon, that was painful. Blue Ogre, Dory. Red Ogre, Dory. I command thee to claim dominion of this island. Henceforth he shall reign as king of Elbaf. You're one of those gods' knights? Hey you, all this chaos is your fault. Dang, you just going and grabbing? Dory and the rest of you guys, run up ahead. You got it, Captain. Be careful, Brogy. I'm taking those kids back. How many of you are there? Listen, Brogy. Go and meet with Mountain Beer Jarul. You shall take his head and raise it up high. She got a book. What is a spellbinding book? Then proclaim to the people of this island, we are the kings of Elbaf. Okay, she dropped. That's crazy talk. This is our homeland. You don't call the shots here. That a gun? Oh crap. It would be intolerable to leave this matter unsettled. Hey, yo, dude. Holy. That's a huge gun. First of all, looking like a shotgun, but not really. She just shot off his hand. Dang, dude. And he can't regenerate it. That's it for him. He loses that hand, that's it. You only get one. I mean, unless Chopper could sew it back up. I doubt it, though, dude. Hey, yo, dude, that sucks, dude. That's insane. Yeah, that's gone. Right at the wrist, too. Blood everywhere. Holy moly. Now accept my ungodly power. God. Ah, the captain's arm. Dang, dude. Yeah, he's feeling that. What? Chief. It can't be. The chief is as tough as nails. I won't forgive that woman. Thou shalt cast aside the lifespan for a body unyielding to death. Under Mu's dominion, though, thou shalt be granted unprecedented strength. A lot of thous and stuff like that. No longer shalt thou be bound by reason, nor by common sense. Becoming a demon is truly the pinnacle of existence. Oh my jeez, dude. She's setting him up in a freaking spellbinding circle. This is not good. He's gonna die. Either he gets under control, or he has enough willpower to not do it, and then she's just gonna freaking kill him off. I'm pretty sure. A cruel demonic contract. A demon. What is she trying to do now? Yo, he is disappearing into the fire. That's like a fire coming out of the circle. Hold up. I'm sinking. Domi Reversi. Okay, so editor's note, or whatever the heck. Reads at Black Dominion Reversion. Oh, crap. That's the name of the chapter, too. Hey, dude, what's happening to him? He's like getting cut in half. He's burnt. Hold up, he's burning. Hold up, wait, what's going on? Hold up. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. He's upside down now. In the flame. He's burning. He's burning. Oh, that face changed. That is not the face that we have come to know from him. Look at that. You can tell the eyes, the no pupils, just straight up friggin' white eyes, crazy looking smile. They're like, huh? Ah, he really turned into a demon. Oh, that sucks, man. He's even bigger now. What happened to you, Captain Brogy? His face is scary. Give the chief back. Chief Brogy would never turn on his comrades. Oh, there's no getting through to him. A warrior's pride. God, bah, 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 bah. I feel like I can do anything. This is exhilarating. Wow, he took out Boss Dory. That is insane. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go, King Jarul. Come on, you bastards. Hold on. What are you saying? Chief Dory. You can't take something like that back. We've got to stop these two. That is insane. Hold up. What page am I on? I'm just kind of going back right now because I just want to see exactly how this happened. She just threw the circle on the ground and like, dang, dude. Dang, man. Dang. I think, yeah, they both got the wings. Hold up. You can't take something like that back. We've got to stop these two. Chiefs. Huh? What? Holy crap. What? You guys too? Is it because they were standing between those two? Maybe. In any case, we've got to go. Yeah. Dang, dude. Look at this color. Not even a color spread. Just look at this panel spread. Hold up. This is the true power of Elbaf. It is not without merit. Yo, this spread is crazy. Holy moly. Yeah, that's a crazy visual. Look at that. Dory, Brogy, front and center with the wings, demonic, the crew, the monsters in the background. Dang, man. This nation shall not be laid to waste. It is to be ruled. Let us bear witness to how they serve in the crucible of war. Lord Jarul, you have to run away. Chief Dory and Brogy are acting strange. Run away. Warriors do not know the meaning of the word run. Prepare for battle, and that's the end of One Piece, chapter 1150. That is crazy, man, dude. Holy moly, dude. Wow. How are they going to get through this? You got a bunch of demonic possessed giants plus the monsters in the background. They're how do like what's the strat here? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like what's the strat? Jarul, like he's going to have to do something. You know, he's just saying words, don't know the meaning of the word run. All right, he's going to have to do something. Probably going to be his last act of life basically. He might just sacrifice himself, give his life to protect Elbaf, the country. But what the heck, man, dude? Holy moly, dude. They're both possessed, dude. This was a quick chapter. This was a heck of a quick chapter, man. Wow. Dude, I have no idea what to even think about this. Loki. I feel like Loki, they got to set Loki free. I mean, but he's injured as heck, though. He's injured. I feel like the only, honestly speaking, like looking at this panel, the only way you have a chance is for freaking Loki to be healthy and fight them. Honestly, that's really what I think. Maybe have like Ja Rule, Hydrogen, and Loki team up with Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, and Jinbei probably. Have Luffy go Gear 5 or whatever the heck. This is a scary sight. Gabon, I mean, he's out of the picture for now, but he'd be a good weapon, good teammate for this. This is the true power of Elbaf. It is not without merit. Dang, man. What the heck is this power, though, dude? It's freaking spellbinding circle. Dang. I don't know where to go from here. I really don't. I don't know what the conclusion of this is going to be. But Elbaf has officially started. Because up until, like I said, the chapter, the whole arc has been a little bit slow. You know, we've gotten some cool details, lore, whatever the heck. But Elbaf seems like it started, man. Like, this is the start of Elbaf for real, man. Like, this is war now. What's going to happen, man, dude? That's crazy, man, dude. Yeah, I mean, she got everybody too. Like at first, I was all like, "Oh, it's just Brogy. He's just gonna be the one that's probably gonna get taken out, sadly." But no, Dory got affected, and then the other crew members. They all have freaking pitchforks or whatever the heck that. What do they call them? The devil fork, the weapon, the wings, the horns. So yeah, man, dude, I'm kind of upset we didn't. I mean, I shouldn't have expected it, but like, we didn't get any more like Brook and Gunko lore being teased at all. Yeah, because so Eam isn't physically present at Elbaf herself. It's not like she left the throne or her butterfly garden room, whatever the heck. But in terms of being there present through Gunko, yeah, she's there. Crazy, dude. Holy moly. There's so many details that this has and like probably hidden. Dang, man, dude. I don't know. Hey, this was a great chapter. Last chapter, 1149 and 1150, great chapter. And it doesn't look like there's a break, so it looks like I caught up at a perfect time. This was a lot of reading, but I'm glad I finally got through it because I've been slacking on it, kind of putting it to the side. Good time to catch up. It looks like everything's finally starting to take place, go in motion. Insane, dude. I crazy. I mean, really, that's all I can. I don't know, man. I don't know. Last chapter and this chapter, great chapters. Are they a 10 out of 10? I don't know. I mean, first impressions, I want to say yes out of impulse, but I don't know, man, dude. They're great chapters. Probably one of my favorites in Elbaf, next to the one where the mural was discovered. Holy crap. Holy moly, man, dude. So Jeruel's... It's like, how do we go from here? Eam's powers are crazy. What is going to happen? Because, up until Eam's reveal, it was like, I think it was kind of general consensus was, all right, Blackbeard's going to be the main villain at the end that Luffy's going to go through before becoming king of the pirates. And then Imu got revealed. Oh, so there actually is like an overall antagonist to the One Piece world who's been there from the start that we're just now getting introduced to like 900 chapters into the series or whatever the heck. But then remained in the shadows, didn't really do much. No, not really name dropped until we saw her interaction with Sabo. The Five Elders, Imu transformed, got away. Props to Sabo for escaping that room. Holy moly, with his life, yeah. Eam's identity isn't really that much of a secret anymore to people of the One Piece world now. But then we saw how, with the stroke of a pen or a paintbrush, whatever the heck, Eam could call down the destruction of the mother flame for countries. That's insane. So, dang, man, dude. It seems like every time we learn something about this character, more crazy powers are introduced, even for One Piece. Like, the scale of it, the magnitude of it, it's like, how is Luffy gonna compete with this? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he gonna have to team up with Blackbeard or whatever? Like, and that kind of leads me to something where, like, how does Blackbeard fit into this? Because he has a devil fruit, two of them, one of which can nullify any devil fruit. So what's the deal? Like, isn't he gonna get a third devil fruit on top of it? Get a trio going on. I don't know, but it's crazy. Like this story has. Oh crap! Yeah. Oh my geez. Anyway, look, I'm gonna wrap it up here because if I keep talking, I'll go on forever, and I've been reading for a long time now. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna split up the video or just make one reading session. It's gonna be like freaking 2+ hours, whatever the heck. Add timestamps, obviously. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but the fact that I'm caught up, I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm caught up. good time to catch up. Looks like things are picking up, and I can't wait to see what's going on. I'm glad it doesn't look like there's a break, so I'm happy that there's going to be something soon, rather than catching up and then waiting like another week or 2 weeks or whatever the heck. But hey, this story's tight. Picking up. Great chapter, especially the last one. This last chapter and this one really great. Looking forward to more, and of course looking forward to the live action season 2 reveal trailer. That's probably going to be, not probably, it's going to be happening tomorrow. Chopper reveal and all that. Looking forward to that. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let me know what y'all thought. Other than that, have a good day. Stay safe out there. Take care. And yeah, what can I say, dude? It's crazy. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. So hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe out there. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.